I don't see Maria tonight, huh?
I hadn't even paid any attention to who's in there.
Hello, everybody.
I see Skipper.
Skipper's in there. But is that the real Skipper?
I see Grasshopper and Bob and Mike and Kiwi and
I don't know.
Skydancer,
This Skipper hasn't said anything for over an hour. I don't
Colored
know if it is.
Guppies, Gold Nugget, Blacko. I don't see Maria tonight, huh? I Levi's Aquatics,
I don't see Maria. Merdul's there, yeah. Mike's there.
Lunatic Friends. Big Duke is gonna be back. He went to pick up his son.
Well, maybe we should just cancel it since Maria's not here.
There's
No. Hi, Nola. Tonight, hi, Sandy.
Sandy.
Yep. I got Levi's address. I haven't gone to the mail yet because I was sick all week. And
He was on Mike's stream.
They weren't open, so.
He was on Mike's stream a little bit earlier. Levi.
So welcome to the stream. Here in a little bit, we'll see if anybody wants to buy some art. This is my monthly stress, hoping I can sell enough stuff to pay my rent, not get kicked out of my house.
There's Levi. Hey, Levi.
Yep, there he is.
I wonder if Skipper's one of those 3D models.
Earlier too, but I don't see her in there exactly right now.
One of those what, Ed?
Those 3D models that they're making now in Japan that look so lifelike. There's even a sparkle in his eyes.
I would like to have one, but not of Skipper.
You lying. You know damn well you do.
Language Skipper.
Oh, there's not very many people in here. Is everybody mad at me? What did I do now?
There's really bad weather.
Yeah, there is bad weather. Hi, Crown Tail.
I know, Patty, but you can't talk any sense into her. And I found out another astonishing fact about Pam tonight.
What?
She likes liver. You like liverwurst? She likes.
Yeah, I do. I do like liverwurst sometimes, not all the time.
Hey,
Not
Ed.
overdone. Hi, Ed. It's one of those things I like it a little bit, but not all the time.
Pickle pimento love. She likes that.
No, I hate that. Mike Blackie's gonna be here, he said, but so help me watch for him.
Okay.
Thanks, Merdul.
And maybe Sarah, he was trying to talk Sarah into it, but he said she's like running around doing stuff. Oh, it is -4 degrees here right now. We had a high of 10 degrees. Hi, Joseph. We had a high of 10 degrees today.
That's just crazy.
Benoski.
Hi, Benoski.
Quite a few people popped in. Colored Guppy.
I think tomorrow it's supposed to be warmer. I think we're supposed to get up to 20 tomorrow. But Ed and Bob have like tornado warnings, which kind of sucks. A lot sucks. Let me see. Oh, it says 25 tomorrow with a high of a low of -4.
Hey, Ginger. Ginger Graves.
Oh, yes.
Hello.
Ginger Grace makes everything better.
She
I
does.
am so close to having a painting done for Ginger. It's going to be done really soon, which I feel bad because I should have had it done by Christmas for her, but it's getting there. That's my New Year's resolution, is I'm going to catch up on everything that I'm behind on, and I'm going to do at least one card a day, so I have plenty for my Patreon and plenty for my giveaways. What's your New Year's resolution, Ed?
I forgot.
You forgot.
Good job.
Oh, good, Ginger. I know I'll have it done by then. Yeah, it's so close. It's drying right now, so I can do some more on it. But it's taking it a bit because it's really cold here in my house. It's cold, so it's not drying as fast as it would if it was warmer. But it's getting there.
I'm gonna try to do one short a day for a full year.
Oh, cool. That's a good one. How about you, Skipper?
I ain't doing shit.
I could think of so many for Skipper.
I really don't make them. That's just something I never did.
Why? Do you not like to? Are you afraid of commitment?
No, it's not
I
that.
hope things are getting better with your work, Ginger, and you aren't so gone all the time.
It seems like every time I make a resolution, something else comes up that I got to take care of. It's more important.
Well, my resolution is to work on oil paintings at least 4 hours every day and do at least one little card a day. So that, like I say, I have plenty of them, but I've got 2 sheets of paper, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more. But those 2 will give me quite a few cards and stuff.
There's your suggestion, Skipper, right there in the chat.
Yeah, well, he's just joking. But I don't know. I kind of want to, I guess, work a little bit on the channel, make more content.
Joseph.
About it. Well, I'll tell you what. My one goal for this year is to get this fish room set up. Since the kitchen and bathroom's done, that's what I'm going to go with.
You deserve it.
Hey, Scotty.
Thank you, Ed.
Well, I'm going to show you what I'm working on tonight, and then I'll show you. I got to do an auction tonight because my rent is due today by midnight tonight. So it's that stressful monthly auction time. But this is what I'm working on. I got to switch over here. This is what I'm going to be working on during the stream. I was hoping to have it done to auction tonight, but I've been sick all week. My voice still isn't quite back to normal, but it's getting closer. This is going to be a common yellow throat. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's what I'm working on.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah.
What color is its head going to be?
Its head is black with some white on the top, and then it's got a big yellow chest.
It's nice. I don't think I ever heard of those.
So
Yeah, I like how the facial features are on it.
Yep, it's a burb. And I'll blow myself up here and show you. Oh. I've got 2 things I'm going to try to auction tonight because, like I say, it's rent night. I wanted to do this earlier in the week, but I was too sick. But this is the only one I've got left of this. And I was going to, the reason I have this one left is because I was keeping it. Because I was going to frame it, and then I decided I'll sell it. It is a limited edition print, number 4 of 50, and it is the only one that I've got. So,
Wow.
it's 16 by 20, and it'll go right into a 16 by 20 frame, and it's got the backing on it and everything ready to frame.
Wow.
So
What's the story behind it?
That was a little Indian girl that was in a parade. And in the Dalles, when I lived in the Dalles, and the original oil painting is the same size as the original. It was a 16 by 20 oil painting. And I entered it in a show in Okanagan, in a big Western art show that they had up there. And it won Best in Show. So, and like I said, I made 50 prints, and this is the only one left. And it's because I've been holding on to it, but I'm going to go ahead and try to sell it tonight if anybody likes it.
Is that puka shells that she's got? Is that what you call those?
What's that?
Those little shells. Is that puka shells?
I'm not sure what kind of seashells they are, but I call them concho shells.
Mm.
And I had some, and I remember when I was doing the painting, I was holding them up to a piece of blue material and stuff to see where the reflections would be on them and stuff, and the colors.
Mm.
So I've got that. And I've got one original drawing here, which is also, well, it's like 14 by 18
shit.
flip into a 16 by 20 frame. Let me show you that. I can wiggle my hands around here. Get that one set down safely. And this is an original drawing. Like I said, it's ready to go into a 16 by 20 frame too. So it's a big drawing of a buck.
That is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So that's the two things I've got to hopefully pay my rent tonight. So, Bucky the Buck, yeah. Blackie's not here yet, and he said he was going to be last, and I talked to him about half an hour ago, and he was double checking the time, so I don't know where he is. Oh, I gotta get myself off of big here.
Yeah, really. Is that a mule deer?
Yeah. Yep, it's a mule deer buck.
Bob, is either you outside, Bob?
No, I was filling the 180 and I just ran it over, but not much.
Oh, Jesus.
I jumped up and I'm like, what is that noise? And came back and I started stepping in water. So I was sucking some of it back out just then.
Chewy says, I think I have seen that artwork dealing with an artwork video from the Okanagan. I do believe the art show is in Vancouver Archives. That's cool.
There's enough of it down there.
Hello, Aquarium Life. No, I didn't.
Hello.
I'm making a little Cthulhu.
So should we get the stress over and see if anybody's going to bid on anything?
I'm going way too fast, though, because I'm
I have Aquarium Life. Oh, I want to blow you up here. Okay, let's see it.
Well, I just started this at the beginning of the stream, but I mean, he's just the start. But I'm gonna make a little Cthulhu.
Oh, cool. I like Cthulhu stuff.
So he's just starting. But yep, that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. I'll turn this thing down just a little bit, so you guys can see that I'm doing something with my hands.
Oh, and then I'm going to give away, I found 3 more horses that I'm going to give away.
Oh, nice.
Horses.
Horses that I made. The horses, I got this one here. And, which he's kind of like a gingham colored one. And then I got this one here, which is made out of wool. And then I got this one here, which is red with polka dots.
Oh, those are awesome.
You weren't here, were you, Ed, when she was giving them away that night?
Yeah, I gave away a bunch of them last week. They're, oh, thank you, Grasshopper. They're like a pattern that I made myself and everything. So,
I won one.
You did.
Awesome. What are you doing with it, Bob?
Well, I don't know. What do you propose?
I think you should hang it from your mirror in your truck.
A Yellowstone.
I might get pulled over for that.
Well, I tried.
Right? Head's wanting to see me in jail.
Annette, she snailed it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we can start an auction off. So we'll start with the print of the Indian girl. If anybody is interested. If not, I'm just gonna sit here and have a heart attack. So we got this. I cut all my hair off today too, by the way.
Oh wow.
Water above the
Got a
lids.
haircut.
So yep, this is a 16 by 20. It'll go right into what I would do if I got it would be to get a 16 by 20 oil painting frame that's fairly thick, and then get a piece of glass to fit into it, and then put this in there. That's how most people that I've sold them to framed them. So anyway, so we'll start with that. If anybody's interested in bidding on it.
I'm going to send you some oil, Pam.
Huh?
I'm going to send you some oil.
Some oral.
WD-40.
Right.
Uh,
Not sponsored by.
Bob, Ginger Grades has a question for you.
Spit it out.
Do you need a 55 gallon or a 40 breeder for reptiles? She got tanks that leaked, and she's not crazy enough to believe she'll resell them.
Yeah.
Oil. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Don't throw them away. And I've just broke down a 40 that got empty before I could put more fish in it, and I'm going to be putting my new lizard in it tonight while we're on here. So, and Mike's already got ahead of me on another snake he ordered today, so I know I'm going to get one more snake for sure. So yeah.
He beat you to it, huh? So it worked.
What are you talking about?
He said about getting a new snake.
Oh, well, it's
So
not a
took the
different
bait.
kind. Not a different kind. It's one we both have, but I'll let him talk about that. It's beautiful, though. I saw a picture of it. He wanted me to talk him out of it. That was a joke.
So is anybody interested in putting a bid in on the print of the Indian girl?
Let's see what the chat got to say.
Oh! I almost skated there.
$50, anybody?
You
Hey.
might have to wait till more people come in.
Yeah.
Well, there's 33 people in here now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, that didn't go very well. How about the deer? Is anybody interested in the deer?
Hold on. Daniel Velez said 75. Is that for the
Which one is that for, Daniel? Yeah, my rent's due, but in like a couple hours, so I know what you mean, Ginger. I can relate.
He says your pick.
Oh no, you decide which one you want to bid on. Got the drawing of the mule deer buck, or we've got the print of the Indian girl.
Both very nice pictures.
Yeah, they are. Damn, what a mess. Why didn't you dogs tell me? Like Lassie, come and start barking or
Hello,
something.
Susie
Hey,
Q.
Susie Q.
Hey, Susie.
Oh man. Okay. I'll try again in a couple days. Yeah, the buck's an original.
I don't know about.
Send the manager a note and say that I'm going to be a little bit late, and I'll try again in a few days, I guess.
It's The Walking Dead, Susie.
Well, let's give it a little bit because you still got more people coming in.
Hey, Stephen P.
Hello, Stephen P. Hey, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Oh, God. This feels real good on my hip.
Laura Sutton.
Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura. Watch your ears for my squeaky chair.
That's what I was going to send you some WD-40 for. I think they're
Daniel
stirrups.
says he'll bid $125 for the buck.
Who
It's
said
an
that?
original drawing. I'll show it again.
He's starting with a good price, that's for sure.
Yeah, $125 for the buck. Okay. Upside down, Pam.
Oh.
It's okay. You had a Bob moment. You're all right. That look was priceless.
And it's like matted and ready to go into a 16 by 20 frame.
Poor Star. I hear you, baby.
It is a big picture.
See if I can.
Okay, that's
Of course,
better.
my camera doesn't show the detail at all.
Well, when you show it a little bit closer, it brings it out.
Yeah, but then it's got like a whole bunch of detail it doesn't show. It looks like it's like solid in there and stuff, and it's not. It's all hair and stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's an original charcoal on a piece of handmade bark paper. Skipper's messing with you. It wasn't upside down. Yeah, it was.
Skipper's upside down.
So is there any other bids on it?
I got to listen to this real quick. I might have to go.
That would be a shame. I would bid on it, Tim, but I just had to pay $402 for an unexpected trip to the vet with Milo. And he goes to a specialist Thursday.
Yeah, everybody's broke right now. That's the sucky thing.
And it's right after Christmas, too. For me. That's below the lid now, at least.
Okay, well, I guess that one is sold to Daniel for $125.
You got an awesome price and an awesome pick.
Yeah, he did get a really good price on original.
Yeah, I wish I had some, because I would have bid on that. That's awesome.
Susie will give me that money she owes me.
Oh, Michael sent me some money on PayPal. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Mike. Right now, anything helps because, like I said, I'm supposed to have the rent paid in a couple hours here.
What about Dr. Black? Is he back there? You asked for assistance on monitoring the.
No, he's not here yet.
He'd starved to death back there, I'll tell you that. Okay. I mean, I've really ran. That's a lot of water I keep taking off. Another 15 gallons, maybe. Yazzie, get out of the cat pan. Standing
But there's
in
treats in there.
it. He was standing
No,
in
I've
it, like,
never done abstracts before, Joseph.
right in front of me, Ed. Like, and he jumped out. Oh, he went to see Rod a couple of days ago at Aquatic Aesthetics. And
Oh,
they're
that's
still,
awesome.
and they're still good friends. So Rob come right up and pet him while I'm holding him, and Rob put a sign on the door, "We're open but not," and locked the door. Treated him better than he does you and me, Ed.
Wow.
I know. That's his only male friend that I'm aware of. Rob.
Well, that's lousy. Did Rob admit that?
Oh,
I told him
I
that.
want to give away a horse, though.
Well, I thought I was Rob's friend too.
No, the other way. Rob is Yazzie's only male friend.
Oh.
I didn't get what you were saying there at first.
Okay, guys, I'm going to give away something to cheer myself up here. Because I like giving away stuff. So I'm going to give away this little horse here. These are the last 3 horses that I've got to give away.
Can you win again?
Yeah, of course. This guy's got kind of a short tail.
If I win again, I'll
He's
give it
got a
to
long
me.
mane. Huh?
If I win again, I'll give it to me.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll give away this little horse here. So, the rules are you guess a number between 1 and 75. And whoever comes closest without going over is the winner. 1 guess per person. And let me type start.
Oh, where's Skipper when I need him? Wait, Mardul's there.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, Patty, no, I'm not going to sell the horse for $25. Those are my giveaways. Got to do giveaways.
That would be a huge bladder, Matt, if that were me. That must have been 25 or 30 gallons.
Well, if I win it, I will send mine to Patty, and she can send you $25.
Sounds good. Oh,
Did you want a number, Bob?
yes, thank you.
I'm trying to get in to get a number here. It's 1 through 75.
Yeah, I can send it to you, Kiwi, if you want it.
What did Patty say? Did Patty do a number yet?
See one.
Well, I
What
don't want
number
to.
do you want, Bob?
I'm looking to see what everybody else has done. GRB's not in here, is he? There's Dr. Black
Dog.
in the panel. 33 since GRB's not here.
Okay.
He likes that number, and I don't really care, but that's my number. And Daniel asked you to check PayPal, please. And thanks for the number.
There he is. Hello, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Dr. Black.
Oh, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, thank you.
Hello,
Oh,
Blackie.
thank you, not Nola Jane. Thank you. Oh, you guys are helping me so much.
How are we, Ed, Bob, Pam?
Good, good.
I'd
All's
ask
well.
Skipper, but he's muted, so he won't respond.
Hello,
G'day,
Blackie.
Pat. How's your new year going, Pam? Apart
Well,
from rent
it
and shit.
is 0 degrees right now. It warmed up from -4, so I guess it's getting better.
It's always good to stay positive and think of the nice things.
Yes, we had a high of 10. And in case you don't know, in Fahrenheit, translated to Celsius, it translates to goddamn cold is what it translates to.
Minus something. Minus probably even almost double figures.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone in the chat, if I didn't say that already.
-3.5. Yeah, it was -4 about half an hour ago, but it's 0 right now. So for some reason, it warmed up a few degrees.
But is it nighttime? It's nighttime, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's warmed up in the night, eh?
Yeah.
Probably
Must be,
from the fires.
the moon must be emanating some heat.
Did you try the PayPal link that Verdul put in? It's up there just a little bit, but I gotta like pull a number to give this work away. So I'm gonna type stop.
Can't believe it's 6 there and 70 here, Mike.
Oh, is this another
I
Cthulhu?
I think we're supposed to have a high of 25 tomorrow and a low of -4. Who is peeing? I can't hear her.
It's my Python, and there's you another joke. I ran my 180 over.
I'm gonna pull up the random number generator and get this one away.
And I hope that's got enough out of it.
Sounds like you're getting hit with the tornado right now.
I know, right? Sorry.
You got bad weather nearby, Bob?
Yeah, we had a couple of storms. One went through and another one on the way near Ed and I here.
Okay, so drum roll. Blackie should be doing the drum roll.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we've got number 43. 43.
Somebody had 43. I want to say up above me.
43.
Say 42. 45.
42. Yeah, Joseph got 42.
Nice job,
That's what
Joseph.
it was. That's what it was.
That looks like that might be the winner, Joseph.
Believe so. I've gone up and down twice now.
Yeah, I think Joseph won that one. Congratulations, Joseph.
Congrats,
So
Joseph.
email me your mailing address and I don't know, just put what one is this? Polka dotted horse in this.
Yeah, what was his prize? I didn't see it before it was put up.
Oh, these are some little stuffed horses that I made, and I made the pattern and everything. So, and I've been making them for years, so they're just kind of funky little horses.
Yeah, cool. Very funky with that hairdo.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go stick this in the oven and make another. And then maybe I can paint this when it gets out.
Awesome.
Cool.
Congratulations, Joseph.
Congratulations, Joseph. Yep. And I've got 2 more that I'm going to give away in a little while.
So,
One is sent to Jess. Which Jess?
so you say they're you made the patterns, so they're pieces of fabric, and then you stuff them with polyester or something.
Yep. Yep, I made the pattern, and they're all, I use all different kinds of material, and then I hand sew the manes and tails on.
Nice.
Hi,
No,
GR.
no fur and fins, just manes and tails.
Okay. We can do that. Especially if you have her address, can you send it to me? If not, I will be able to get a hold of it, I'm sure. So,
G'day,
how's it been
JRD.
going over? Blackie, did you hear about the firestorm that went through Colorado?
I didn't.
Oh my God. Oh
I
my
don't
God.
think I even know what news is going on here. I've been avoiding it all. Terrible stuff.
2 days ago we had and this is just right across the border in Colorado. We had 105-mile-an-hour wind gusts and between 50 and 60-mile-an-hour sustained winds. And they freaking had a grass fire start there. And
Yeah,
it
wow.
burned 1,600 acres, but most of that was a residential area.
Yeah, shit.
And the houses got burned to the ground. And the fire department couldn't even fight it because the wind was blowing too strong.
So hard,
And
yeah.
it jumped house to house to house. And the total that I saw this morning was 915 houses burnt to the ground.
Wow.
And
No lives lost.
three people missing.
Yeah. That's where Priscilla lives.
But
You
there's
know.
just like, she's just a little bit north of there, yeah.
Yep.
But there's like, they were showing aerial views, and there's nothing but ashes and people's basements.
Yeah, right.
Just block after block after block after block of houses.
Yeah.
It's pretty kind of horrifying, and to have a wildfire like that in December is just like, Jesus.
Unheard of.
Yeah. Shouldn't there be snow and stuff around?
It snowed over the top of it this morning,
Yeah, right.
but
Good timing,
unfortunately, it was too late.
When I laughed, I was laughing.
I used to live in Westminster, which is, they actually evacuated part of Westminster too. No, there was 3 people. There's 3 people missing. First, they thought there was nobody, but there's 3 people missing. So
Missing is still better than confirmed dead.
yeah, but they're going to be. The one was a 95-year-old lady, and her from what I understood, her granddaughter got out and tried to go back in and get her, and the fire department wouldn't let her go back in.
Ah, right.
How did she go missing?
They probably just don't want to dash everyone's hopes just yet.
Yeah. That's right.
But people just had minutes to get out, so
Yeah, that's wild coming that fast. If it was a movie, that snow would have fallen that day instead of the next day.
they sure could have used it. It would have helped.
Yeah.
But I had that happen here actually a couple years ago. I got up one morning, and it was really cold, and it was really windy, probably about 40-50-mile-an-hour winds. But I was having my coffee, and I heard this humongous roaring noise, and then a bunch of people yelling. And I looked out the window, and in my, like, right at the edge of my backyard, there was a fire truck and police cars, and there was a big plume of smoke and a grass fire, and they were yelling and backing the fire truck up because it was in the middle of the flames because the wind had picked up again. And then right after that, the police car and loudspeakers started driving around the neighborhood telling everybody to evacuate right now. So, yeah, so I had to grab my dog and evacuate, and we didn't get back in here till 9 o'clock at night. And 8 houses burnt down right behind me.
Where
Like,
you're at now?
huh?
Where you're at there now?
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. 8 houses burned down that day. And it
Wow.
was just like right across the gravel driveway from me, the first one. So it was close, but and it started by a guy that was trying to unthaw his pipes with a blowtorch
Oh, Jesus.
and caught the grass on fire. And yeah, he left town, believe it or not. He just up and left town.
Too many frowns at the post office the next week.
Probably after burning down 8 people's houses.
They should have charged him with something. I don't know
Is it
what.
Happy Boo Year? Why are we always yelling, asking what did the ghost say on January 1st? Happy Boo Year is first thing that comes to my mind. Happy New Fear.
Did his pipes get thawed? Yeah, I think they probably did. But he lost his house too.
Yeah,
Well, that's
he
good.
was very thorough. He
Yeah.
was trying to get everyone else's pipes as well.
Whoa.
Who are you setting up for there, Bob?
My new Clownagama. Sitting in a 10-gallon there. It was an emergency thing. And I had this I needed to break down because the mantis shrimp in it had passed.
Oh,
So-
scrap number says you got it, Blackie. Happy
Got it.
I'm pretty good at those dad jokes.
He's sitting there laughing his ass off at me.
Hi, Ray.
He was an owner surrender, so
Oh, thank you, not Nala, Jane.
very time.
My son had a nice encounter with a big goanna this morning. Went out on his boat and they pulled up in an island and there was this nearly 2 meter long goanna out on the island.
What is that?
Oh, thank you, Ginger.
A big monitor lizard. Lace monitor.
Oh, wow.
And Ginger, don't worry about it. I mean,
Did
every little bit is helping right now because, like I say, I've only got hours and I got supposed to have it paid. I'm so sad. I should have done this earlier in the week, but I've been sick.
or 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Or 2 weeks ago, yes.
There you go. Sickness is something you can't. No, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I got a little drawing of a bird I wanted to have done to sell tonight too, but I didn't get it done. So I'll probably try to sell it like ASAP when I get it done.
That bird is really cute.
Yeah, it's gonna be a nice one, I think.
Guzzy, roll that tank back up for me.
So what kind of weather have you been having, Blackie?
Lots and lots of rain, which has been quite a relief from the heat. But just today the rain has eased off, and now the sun's out. It's probably the first time I've seen the sun properly in a few days. But there's more. I can see more rain clouds coming in out over the ocean. So yeah, it'll be raining again soon. But yeah, as soon as the rain stops and the sun comes out, the humidity and heat just skyrockets. So
Yeah.
I came and hid inside in the aircon instead of being out there in the heat and the wet, just in case it got really wet. There was some really windy, squally rain last night. It was pretty wild and noisy. Had to turn the TV up so loud.
So you don't get tornadoes there, do you? What are they called?
We get cyclones, but not
Yeah.
necessarily this far south. They're more the tropics, more sort of North Queensland, far North Queensland, a little bit of Central Queensland. More prone to it up there. We just get really full on tropical storms, occasional edges of big cyclones or hurricanes, whatever you want to call them, tornadoes, big bloody storms.
Big bloody storms. Yeah, that works.
Maybe
But yeah,
it's
the spinny ones that go through and break everything up, they happen in the more northern, warmer parts than here.
Now, where did Skipper go anyway?
He went on an EMS call.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Does that mean he's a ambulance guy that works for the fire department?
Yeah.
That's how ambulances work over there, don't they?
He's a volunteer fire guy. I think that's what he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosie.
I used to be a volunteer EMT because I lived like in a real small area. So
Minutes from
the fire
everything.
department and EMTs were all volunteer. Carried a radio with you at all times and went out when you got called. I used to do that. I had to like take the classes and get the license and everything, but
Was it free?
they paid for it. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
That's good.
I suppose it's in their best interest to make sure you're trained, isn't it?
I would imagine, yes. There's actually quite a bit of training and it's kind of intense at times.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty much a basic nursing course in a few days, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is just like the one I've got I don't like. This light. Damn it. But the price was right.
How's GRB still here? How's your bloody heat wave going over there, mate? The other day, when was it? On my live stream, GRB was saying that they were expecting a heat wave.
He gets all the good stuff.
Right?
We're getting a heat wave tomorrow. It's going to get all the way up to 25.
I thought you were going to say 7.
No. It's going to get, it was like a high of 10 today, so 25 sounds good.
You won't know.
Still well below freezing, but you know, hey, you take what you can get, right?
Yeah.
It's going to get real cold here, though, Blackie. It's going to get down to 50.
Right.
Wow. The Tennessee chill.
I might break out some pants. Shorts.
We probably won't see 50 here until like maybe May.
I'm actually hoping it freezes, though, eventually here to kill some of the bugs and fleas.
I know. Because they're always bad if it doesn't.
They are.
Do you actually get freezes there, though?
Yeah. We'll get them.
That'd be a nice, absolutely nice thing to rely on to be able to get rid of bloody cockroaches and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
About,
We got these giant
That's
flying
actually,
ones.
there's some truth in that because Wyoming gets we get really cold in the winter here. And when I lived in Montana, same thing. Montana and Wyoming get pretty cold. But you don't have to buy like flea collars for your dogs and cats because we don't have any fleas.
They can't
Because
survive the year round.
They won't make it through the winter. So we still have ticks, but we don't have fleas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'd be golden.
you never have to, like get the flea shots or flea collars for your animals.
about 20 years ago when I first moved to this house, or after I'd moved here, there was something called pine beetles, and it didn't get cold enough that winter to kill them, and so they just went through, and it was almost like a fire. Quit, damn it! Like a fire in slow motion, and killed thousands and thousands of acres of pine trees. And it was all in this area too, and it stopped right up the hill for me. It was weird. It stopped right up the hill, and I really would like to have had my pines killed, but
Yeah, those things are brutal.
yep, tornado got them though. Eventually,
The
all
trees.
right. Yeah,
Have you
the
ever
pines
seen
and
one of
trees.
those beetles, Bob? Oh my God, they are so big and ugly.
I probably looked at it back then, but they sound ugly.
Yeah, I was where was I? I was on a picnic someplace and one like crawled over and was sitting on top of my phone. And my daughter was trying to call me, and I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not touching that phone. Not until that thing gets off of it. Because they are ugly.
Gross. There's some ugly bugs out there. For sure. Wait a minute.
Amber, hello.
Someone in the chat
You're
said
doing
Yahtzee.
good.
Yazzie.
It was a visual joke, Bob. Sorry, you weren't looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Nah. Trying to get this guy moved over there.
Now I've thrown it out of my reach, so I can't do the bloody joke again.
I'll go back and look at it. Possibly. Who was it? Merdul or Matt?
Asking about your dog.
Yeah.
I think it was Nola first. Nola,
Oh.
and then someone else. Why are we always yelling? Said Yahtzee is Cujo in a different body.
Yeah.
Oh, when he was barking. Yeah, he doesn't get along with one of my cats. Of course, the cat plays that to his advantage and is twice his size, so provokes him.
Oh, do you want to come up on my show Wednesday, Amber? Would you like to be a guest on my show Wednesday and show us what you've been working on?
What's she working on?
She says she's working hard on getting her office finished.
Ooh. I'd like to see if she's got any fish breeding. These are grill covers, like you throw vegetables on them or something. And I remembered I had them using them for dividers for tanks, so they make good temporary reptile covers too.
G'day, Skipper.
G'day, Blackie.
How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm good. Yourself?
Yeah, all right. How'd you go? Good call out?
Yeah, just a fall patient I went and helped with.
A fall patient.
You know
One
what
of
that
those,
is.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Mm-hmm.
Like what, a patient in a facility?
House.
Oh. I started to say, damn, that's how I had my first back surgery, lifting a 400 and something pound patient.
Wednesday we're going to have Amber on for a guest.
Awesome.
We'll bring her up right now and ask her.
I just asked her and she answered.
Oh, well,
She's going to come up Wednesday.
Ask her, she'll come Wednesday.
I already did.
I'll be there Wednesday.
She said yes.
Awesome.
Which day
Amber.
on Wednesday?
Right?
There's a lot of Wednesdays in this month.
It's coming up Wednesday.
Awesome.
Be back in a tick.
That's Skipper's day off, right?
I'm going to give away another horse.
Awesome.
She screamed that as soon as Blackie got up. Wait a minute.
I know, huh?
You did you get that other picture? So was it not?
No, I still got the print.
How far are we from getting your rent paid?
I just figured it out a little bit ago. Now I forgot, so I got to figure it out. Hang on.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Snoochie's here, so's Adele.
Adele.
$117.
More?
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
Hey, Snoochie Booch. I am feeling better. My voice isn't quite back to normal yet, but it's close. Amber says no breeding yet, Bob. COVID kicked my ass, but I had time off and used it pretty well. Got all the office betta tanks mostly done, waiting on plants to arrive. Scaped out a couple living room tanks.
Nice.
Yeah, kick my butt too, Amber.
I think that as careful as I am, I think that what I've got or what I had that I'm getting over right now is the new Omicron. Because they're saying that it's going to be like for people that are vaccinated, it's like a bad cold.
Behave.
And I just had like
Behave.
the stupidest sore throat. It's like my throat didn't really hurt, but I lost my voice and I was really tired. So, and it kind of, that's what it was. It kind of pisses me off because all I did was go in the grocery store for 15 minutes or less. It was probably less. And I wore a mask. And I think I still picked up that shit. Yeah, it could just be a cold, except that I've never had a cold that just did nothing but make me lose my voice before, ever in my whole life. I mean, I didn't have sniffles. I wasn't congested, nothing. I just flat lost my voice.
Bob's holding his lizard again.
Yep. He's cold.
He's cute too.
He's cold. See, all he had was a UVB light, and they don't put out much heat. I didn't
Oh.
even have a mat under it. Quit. You're not going anywhere. You're cold. I'm going to hold you a minute. Stop.
He's going to bite your thumb off.
He's
Oh,
not.
Mike, I misread that for a minute. I'm not even going to tell you what I thought it said.
Michael say anything.
Bob, you may have to bite his ear to make him listen.
Look at the pretty lizard. See that? Or a gomid. Yep. That'd be a
Yes,
pretty long tail.
Where's
I think-
he from? He's an Australian one, is he?
No, he's Northern Africa, extreme Southern Europe,
Yeah,
that
right.
area.
I was going to say most of our ones with head shapes like that have a lot of business around their chins and throat.
These are real easy to sex because the boys have a pattern of, I forget what they call them, but anyway, it looks like a zipper on his belly. And see his little zipper?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting.
It's zipped up, Ed.
Well,
Mike, you are
I'll
not
unzip it.
innocent, and you know it.
It's where he keeps his pocket money.
Right?
Yeah.
He sees himself, I think.
So where'd you say Northern Africa?
Yeah, what are those countries across there? I can't remember.
What's the lizard called?
He's an agama clown or painted agama in the agamid family. They're cousins to what's the beginner lizard here in America?
Bearded dragons?
Yeah. They're just smaller than beardeds and same care.
He's relaxed now. He's got his eyes closed, chilling out, sleeping.
Good. He's cool. Warm him up a little. He threw up after I brought him home the first day, but I think they let him eat too much junk.
Mm.
Yep.
How does a lizard eat junk?
Well, there are things that they should eat and some things they shouldn't eat much of, and superworms they shouldn't eat much of. They should be really treats, and they were just letting him eat them all he wanted. And I was out yesterday and came home and he had thrown up like half a dozen or more of them.
Oh.
He should be eating crickets. And that reminds me, I got him a special treat. I forget what they are. The big blue worms.
Did you recycle the bark?
Wow.
It's right. Oh, I started point him at it. It's right there. You needed it.
Well, I was thinking since you got all those dogs, it'd probably be like a nice New Year's treat for them.
Well, the crickets I put in there had their way with it. There's still some left though.
Oh,
You relax now. How about that? And you don't feel so cold. It's a good
Okay, guys,
kid.
I'm going to give away another horse and then see if anybody's interested in buying the print that I've got. So I think we'll give away this little guy here.
What color is that?
It's kind of a red gingham. Gingham with a red mane and tail.
Wish I
And a
could
little
remember what
saddle.
wish I could remember what mine looks like. The one I did win.
Ed, what are you making?
a little monster.
Little monster.
He's pretty cool. I love his teeth.
I'm going to go stick him in the oven and take the other one out.
Awesome.
While somebody asked to see the print, so while the numbers are going, when you hit start,
Okay.
show the print.
Yep. Merdul posted the rules. Pick a number between 1 and 75. One guess per person closest to the number without going over wins. And I'm going to type start right now, and then I'll show you the print that I've got to sell tonight.
Is GRB there?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay.
You what number you want, Bob?
I'll switch it up to 47. Like that.
Okay.
Huh?
So let me make myself big. This is a print of an oil painting. This is the only print I have available of this. It's an oil painting that I did years ago. It's number 1 of 50, or number 4 of 50, excuse me. Number 4 of 50 on the print. The only reason I still have it is because I was going to frame it myself and hang it up, but I'm going to sell it tonight. The painting was entered in a show in Okanagan, Washington, a Western art show, and won first place, best in show actually. And Chewy says he thinks it's in like a video that they have of past shows. Thinks he saw it in that. So I'll show it real quick while everybody's putting in the numbers, and then we'll see if anybody wants to put in a bid on it.
Whoa.
And it's 16 by 20, and it can be dropped right into a 16 by 20 frame with glass. It's got the backing on it and everything ready to go.
That's so bloody good.
Yeah, it's nice.
So I'll show it again in a little bit, and then we'll see if anybody wants to bid on it. And like I say, there's no other prints available on that one. That's it. That is it.
Chewy says both of those art shows are videotaped. Amber asked, how many hours did that take?
Oh my God, that oil painting. I worked on that forever. Because the reference photo that I had taken wasn't very good, but I wanted to do it. So I was using I had some of the concho shells and was holding them up to a dark blue piece of cloth so I could see where the reflections would be on them and everything. It took me a while.
Was that ever in a gallery somewhere?
No, I sold it at the art show.
Oh, okay.
What the hell? That pad's not warm at all. That's the
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Bob.
He
whole
has
reason.
anything else? That's why he's cold.
Well, yeah, I've got this light on him, but it's not close enough for him to really get any heat from it.
When
This
I
is
was
my-
babysitting my daughter's snake, I put just like a regular heating pad underneath the tub I had him in. Do you have
Right.
like a regular heating pad?
I do. Ozzy does.
This is my hot mitt. It's a moose.
Nice. I like that.
Murdo asked if you plugged it in, Bob.
Yep. That's what I was doing over there in front of the camera with this photo. I mean, a while ago.
Did you make
Get your
Did you
thing
make
out of
that, Ed?
No, I got it for Christmas years ago. Oh, see? It's a moose.
Oh, Jesus.
I got it years ago for Christmas.
That's funny. Moose oven mitt.
It keeps me from getting burned. Do you guys have oven mitts down there in Australia, or do you just grab them with your hands?
Just bare hands, yeah.
Yeah. Australians are tough. They don't burn.
Look at that. Look at these calluses, and these are surgeons' hands.
It is getting a little bit warm because if I touch over here where it's not, I can tell, at least 5-7 degrees difference.
Yeah, they generally
Just-
do take a fair while to warm up.
Okay. It's a big pad, too. So, all right. You're a good kid. Let's get you some rocks stacked up.
Why are we always yelling? I believe I'm not a local, but I believe the plural of
Come in,
moose
Daniel, and
is
thanks
moose.
for the purchase.
See you, Dan. Good to see you in, mate.
I have a website and I have a Facebook page, Michelle, but Patreon is probably the best way because I show anything that I do that I have for sale goes onto Patreon first.
Oh, no. He hasn't
And,
eaten his crickets
yeah.
either. They're all
So
hanging
for
off.
$1 a month, if you signed up for Patreon, then you could get, the Patreons get first choice and stuff. Like when I finish this bird, I'm going to put it up on Patreon before I show it anywhere else. I sound kind of crappy, don't I? My voice is still not quite back up.
You remind me of Rosalind Russell.
Oh,
You remember her?
no.
Was that
Rosalind
somebody in
Russell?
your first grade class, Bob?
No, she was ahead of me, but I saw her in the old movies when I was a kid. She had a throaty voice, not unlike Pam. There you are.
Okay,
Riddle's chucked up the
I'm going to
link
go
your
over to the
Patreon.
random number generator and see who won the Gingham horse.
I didn't hear you, Blackie.
Oh, did
I
we do
just said
another
that.
one of those?
I just said Myrtle has put the link up for Sam's
Is it too
Patreon.
late to put
I
a
do
number in?
sell prints, and actually the elk is one that I'm going to make prints of because I've got more than one request for it.
Pam, can I put a number in?
Oh yeah, put in a
I
number.
must have been up getting the stuff out of the oven.
Did you get a number in, Bob?
Yes, I think.
I'll go
Yeah, skip it.
11.
Skip
I'm
put a
not
number in
looking.
for Bob.
Okay.
I'm trying to win it for Patty so she can buy it from you for $25.
That was one of my next guesses. Why are we always yelling? Because of moose rhymes with goose. I thought it might just be meese.
Mace.
Oh yeah, Bob got number 47. Okay,
Meese is
so
all right.
Awesome.
now I'm going to put stop.
Do you guys have very many moose down there in Australia?
No, we have some feral deer, but nothing too big. I think ours are just the what do they call them? Whitetail and some spotty thing as well.
Well, you guys should get some moose because it's pretty cool to look at.
Pretty tasty too, isn't it? Oh no,
Yep.
that's elk. Elk
And
and moose. Same
Moose
thing or
are
not?
pretty good too.
it's different. Elk are different, but their poop, moose poop, looks like just like a million rabbits pooped in one spot.
Yeah. Isn't there a lady who makes like stuff out of moose poo?
Well, I don't know.
There is a person I seen that. I forget where I saw that at.
Okay, I'm going to generate a number now.
Might have been on your mum's
Number
house
9.
podcast.
There's something fishy about that.
Jennifer Weaver.
App number
Jennifer.
9.
Yay, Jennifer.
She's the only one.
What the heck?
Awesome.
Wow, that was awesome, Pam.
Congratulations, Jennifer.
Oh,
There you
Jennifer got it. Cool.
I always
Send
forget
me
that
an
applause
email,
goes for
Jennifer.
so long.
No gold posted it, copy and paste it. Because if one letter's
Yeah,
off,
copy and
sometimes
paste my email address. Everybody went dead quiet.
You found the warm spot.
Oh, sorry, I've got one for that too. That's the kind of audio production you expect at these shows.
I actually need to go here in a few minutes.
Okay, so is anybody interested in putting in a bid for the print of the Indian girl? If not, I'll hold it for another day.
I'd love to, but I can't. There's no way I can offer what that's worth because, pardon me, that should sell for quite a fair amount of money. I feel it's quite gorgeous and splendid.
Snoochie's caught up. Wonder why that happens to people sometimes where their stream is lagging far behind.
They might just buffer a little bit here and there, and it all adds up. Or they might have to pause to go and do a wee or something.
Mm-hmm. So, is there anybody want to put a starting bid in on the print?
Hey Ed, how long does that stuff take to cook in the oven?
It's 15 minutes for every quarter inch. So I'm going to leave it in there for 25 minutes.
Like at what temperature?
Oh, 275. And in your temperature, maybe that's 18.
180-ish.
Oh, okay. Well, I
What did you
came
say?
close. I was going to guess 18.
18, right? No, yeah, you're mistaking the dollar conversion rate. For 275 American dollars, no, hang on, Australian dollars, you get 18 American dollars.
Now I have a huge mess.
Snoochie, did you get to see the print? You asked about it.
Yeah, I think they did.
Well, Big Amber brings up an interesting point about certain languages have certain aspects to them, like Algonquin. Maybe they don't use plurals, but what about languages that have masculine and feminine stuff? How are they faring in today's age of multiple genders and stuff?
They maybe don't care.
Hi,
But like
BJ.
the Czechs always say "la"
Hi,
at the end.
BJ. Happy New Year to you too.
Hey BJ, Happy New Year. Ah. Yeah, I just find it funny that if that's, in cultures that have the distinctive masculine and feminine languages, are they making changes or are they just making do? Is it just English-speaking people that are making a fuss?
It's a good question.
I will, next time I talk to my cousin, I'll ask.
Cousin in which aspect?
In the Czech Republic. Because, like, they add la to the end of all the names if you're a female. So, like, my mother, if she was there, her name would be Chekala instead of Cheka.
Gotcha. Hang on. Am I back? No. Yes.
I would take a starting bid of $50 on it if anybody wants to, but if not, I'm not gonna worry about it.
No, Pam, no.
I will put it away. I know that's really cheap for it, but
Yeah. Put it in a nice frame and put it in a gallery to sell. It's so nice.
It is
Well, the
really
problem is she needs her rent money today.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Patty's phone died.
Oh, Patty.
Plug it in.
I hear crickets.
I'm going to try and remember to put them on every time that we're quiet for more than 2.5 seconds.
Hey, Bob, do those crickets that you buy for your animals to eat, do they ever make cricket noise?
Yes, they do. Haven't you ever been in a pet store and heard them? And they stink too.
Yeah, anytime I've ever tried to keep crickets for food, I've tried to make sure that they're in the furthest possible outhouse from where I can hear them. Whichever shed is right at the very back of the yard, that's the one I want to put crickets in.
Yes. You ever see that video that guy put out? What was the name of that? Free range reptiles or something like that.
Bob hit a button.
And he did a video where he's got like his porch room. Oh, Bob disappeared. He's got a porch room he's got like a little landscape build up with a little creek in it and everything. And he's
Right.
just got all kinds of lizards and snakes and stuff just running loose in there.
Is he
And
Australian? Sounds Australian.
I don't know if he's Australian or not, but he bought a box of 1,000 crickets and just turned them loose in that room.
Wow.
Oh my.
Now, I'll tell you what, if I was his wife, I would kill him dead. Because you know damn good and well some of them got in the regular part of the house.
Most definitely.
Most
You're going to be hearing
definitely.
those things for months and months.
Yep.
Crickets are related to roaches.
Yeah. And termites.
Oh.
Mm.
You okay there, Bob?
You know what I did? Besides all the stuff you saw, I had gotten a bunch of sand inside my phone where I plugged the mic in. And I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, I came out the other side okay. I guess.
Mike
Bob's a
says-
survivor. Dun,
Just
dun, dun.
cleaning this down with some bleach real good.
Your
Mike
telephone?
says that nice little lizard ate Bob.
I'm glad he's got a lot of room now. You see what he did? He got right over there on that pad. It's warming up nicely now.
How'd you fix it?
Just like Blackie said, it just took a little while to warm up.
So you didn't plug it in.
No, it's been plugged in. I plugged both of them in, the light and that, when I went over there, Skipper. Something's wrong with you, Skipper.
We used to do this.
You should have sang that song. All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
We used to do this thing where we'd get a length of copper wire obviously with the plastic on the outside of it, and just plug it into both your main points of the electricity power point, and then just spiral it around underneath tanks, and then just turn the power point on. That works pretty well for a little while. Gets pretty warm. That's the only problem with it is it's not thermostat controlled and may or may not cause house fires.
Right. Pam remembers when they used to put oil lanterns under the slate bottom tanks.
Oh, I do?
Yep.
Thanks, Bob.
I think that's Bob's childhood memory.
Oh,
My first tank was one of the metal tanks, so that had the metal rim.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
I
had a
had
metal
one.
rim.
Yeah, I had one as well, and it was even so old that it didn't have silicon. It had some form of grout around the edges.
I think mine did
I remember
too.
right, mine did too. It had like black tar looking stuff on the edges of it.
But yeah, the first time I tried to put water in it, it was empty almost as fast as I could fill it.
Oh, I bought
Well,
mine new. I bought mine new.
Yeah, I think mine belonged to my parents, so it's not that old.
I'm old though, I bought it. I think I was like 13, so it was like in the 60s.
I believe they had a little bit of a resurgence recently as well, the metal frames, but I don't know if it lasted that long because I certainly don't hear much about it anymore again.
Sure don't.
No. Well,
People were saying that you used to get zapped from them, but I never got zapped from mine.
Yeah.
I never did either.
Is that from what?
Like
The metal frame
from the
around
metal
the tank.
frame.
Oh, those old metal frames. I had one tingle on me once when I was a kid, but I didn't tell anybody because I was afraid that'd be the end of it. So this is when this was a beautiful planted tank before I did the father fish thing and ruined my beautiful planted tank. This was the background, and I took it off here. And this is what's on the other side. So I'm thinking about using that.
That would look good with the lizard.
It's supposed to be a desert scene, and even though that's underwater, or I could do floating rocks,
No, I'd do it the other way.
Yeah, that kind of bends my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would like bug me looking at it.
I nearly got dizzy.
I'll put that on the back. It's already course cut to fit after this next break.
So the father fish method didn't work out for you?
This tank was gorgeous. I remember when Alexander, whatever, first started doing videos, that he loved this tank and was always asking me how I grew it and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it ruined it.
Wow, that's a bummer.
It ruined it. It ruined it. Oh.
well, I'm going to tell you all good night. I got to get to bed, get up
Okay.
to work early.
Good night, Skipper. Thanks for coming in.
Good night,
You're
Skipper.
Night, Skip.
See you, Skip. Good to see you, mate.
All right, good seeing you too. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
I'm going to go take that other skull out.
Oh, BJ, watch Boba Fett yet?
What the hell? That was 2 months ago.
Hey, can I do like a shameless plug while I'm here?
I thought you were going to say, can I get an amen? I was ready to
You can
shout.
totally do a shameless plug.
I'm only a tiny, minuscule 279 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you could all go and subscribe to my channel, that'd be ace.
I'm already subscribed, but
I am
best.
too.
the rest of y'all better get on over there now.
That was all. That's all I needed to do. I don't want to waste too much time Shameless
Myrtle,
plug.
can you throw up his link?
I'm surprised he didn't beat you with it, Pam.
He's right there. Yep, he did.
There, he got it.
It was there before Pam said it,
Right.
based on our StreamYard delay.
Stay back.
Thanks, Mreds. I mean, it's not a very good channel by any means, but you know, apparently numbers and stuff, they mean things.
I like those creek videos and the snake videos and the bathtub fish videos.
Yeah.
There's pretty
And the
good stuff on
birds.
there.
I love seeing the birds in your yard.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Blackie's channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one of his best videos is when he made a mosquito catching or a mosquito.
I remember
farm.
that.
Yep.
Remember that one?
I remember Ed asking me to do a follow-up video of harvesting from the mosquito catcher, and I never provided that video.
It's okay.
But
I don't remember most of the stuff I say.
I don't think I've ever publicly apologized for not making that video, Ed. So I'm sorry. I never made that video for you.
Oh, it's okay. It would still be kind of cool to see how you do it, though.
Well, I guess the biggest problem with it is that generally it's a gradual process. If I was considerably further north in a lot more warmth, I'd probably harvest hundreds a day. But because of where I had it, I'd get 20 or 30 out at a time.
You had it in a work shed or something, didn't you?
Oh, that was just while I was building it. Then I put it out on the creek bank, out in the mosquitoes' natural habitat.
I remember thinking, damn, all those mosquitoes in that building, how does he work? Those must have been.
That's why they're so callous down there.
Right.
Yeah,
I do remember thinking that.
Just like the two bloody possums that live above my roof. They can get in, so they do.
I have squirrels again.
Apparently it's frowned upon to murder possums just so you can sleep at night.
Now, are these the same type of possums we've got?
No.
No,
Just as violent and as aggressive.
You have opossums, don't you? And we have possums.
No, yours are called opossums, but somewhere along the last 20 or so years, you drop the O's. You drop the O's and you just call them possums now. But yeah, ours are all possums as well. But the ones that I have living in my roof are called brush-tail possums, which, for the absolute benefit of my sleep at night, are the largest possum in Australia. So even, I like him.
Now, your possums are cute, and ours look like rats on steroids.
Well, I think that
Cool, Ed.
I think that both our possums are the same in that they all look cute until they open their mouth and are coming out with their teeth bared.
Do yours play dead?
No, I don't think so. I think that's purely an Americanism.
Ours are so funny when they do it.
I mean, I had on Christmas Day, I had to climb up in the roof of the shed to get a high chair down for one of my niece's babies. And while I was there, one of the possums was coming towards me, and so I slapped the piece of wood that was in front of me to scare the crap out of it. And normally that's when a possum would play possum, but it just bolted and ran. So there's just been a really big bang outside. I'm going to go and investigate. Sorry.
Jesus.
I hope it's not something deadly. But I'm sure he'll have no problems with it. He wrestles alligators all the time.
Right. He does wrestle those snakes. That doesn't look too bad, does it? Or can y'all even see it?
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Trying to get this camera out without launching into outer space or something again.
Bob, your house looks so nice.
Oh, I didn't know you had me blown up. Jesus, that scared me. Thank you, Ed. What I need to do is put some more rocks around the back edge back there, random.
Yeah, so it kind of like pulls the background into it.
Right, and more sand. I've got 6 inches of it sitting around in buckets and garbage bags. It needs to dry. That'll be fun. Oh, he came over and laid his head on the rock. I bet he's enjoying it. Those crickets are just partying around. Look at them. You don't want them.
He will
Picasso.
someday.
Picasso. One's on your back.
Ooh, hopefully they don't eat him.
I know. He has an odor about him. I need to ask somebody that knows. Oh my God. What it?
Okay. I shrink you.
No, but I didn't realize I'd been outside in the storm. I didn't realize I looked like that. It was a look. Where did Blackie go?
He heard something in his backyard, so he's investigating.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, possums are good, but they do look like big rats.
There was a year where my brother-in-law wanted to show off his new rabbits to us, but it was like 12 o'clock at night. It was like Christmas Eve. So we all went out there to his barn to go look at his rabbits. Or, no, he was bragging about his chickens. But the rabbits were all on the side of the barn. So I was looking at the rabbits, and I said, when did you get a possum? And he says, I don't have a possum. And he turned the light on my way. The door was wide open. The possum was in there just eating the bread for the chickens.
Oh, no.
Because he had put some loaves of bread in there. And that possum was literally like inches from my nose. And I jumped back, and then he just jumped straight out. And you know how fast they are. They're, but, I mean, his legs were, but he was just barely going. But
Yeah.
right into the woods.
You know, I only know because I used to volunteer at the wildlife rehab place and fed baby possums, lots of them. I would bring them home if they were orphans. So, but anyway, the big ones are the females, so they can have their pouch and then let them ride around on their backs. And that makes sense. I just never thought about that.
Yeah, I had a baby possum for a while when I was a kid because my dad found there was a possum on the side of the road that had been hit. And there was one baby that was alive, so he brought it home and we raised it and then turned it loose when I got big enough.
Oh,
They
Ed.
eat wasp nests.
Possums
what?
do?
Yeah, they like any wasp nests. They'll eat them.
What do they
And-
do? Get a stick and knock it down? Or?
No, they're pretty good climbers. But they'll also dig in the ground and get them too. But skunks are good at digging for them too.
Ooh, I didn't know that. I've had one hanging out in my
Hey, hello,
garage.
I haven't seen you in forever.
Big J. Me neither, if that's who you're referring to, Pamela.
That is.
The amazing.
What's up, Big J?
GRB. Ed, I might, the word I want is not employ, but I might engage you to
I
do a
was about to say
cliff
that.
for Picasso. That sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
A quest?
A cliff, a fake cliff
Oh yeah, that'd be neat.
to blend in with those rocks to the sand.
I'd be more than happy to do that for you, Bob.
I just don't know how you could do that, though. See, it can't be if he pees on stuff, which he does.
You'll have to. I'll figure it out.
Warmed up, Sandy.
Oh, I was going to say the opposite. She might get them back if the planet keeps warming up. Oh, it didn't have. Right. Sorry, I missed
We didn't
the-
have armadillos up here
Yeah,
in Tennessee till 20 years
I've
ago.
read stories before about the armadillos moving north and the wild pigs too.
No, I'd like to have a wild pig.
We were talking about wild pigs at Christmas. My nephew is talking about trying to catch a couple of wild pigs and then growing them out and then eating them.
That sounds like a Christmas song you should write.
Well, he's a Texan, so you know how they do.
Yeah, that's just a year-round song then.
Catch them pigs and grow them out. Eat them up and spit them out.
Ed, I think you're feeling a little better. I hope so.
I think I am feeling better.
Good.
Were you ill as well, Ed? Or were you just blue?
No, I've been. I hope I wasn't blue. I could breathe through my mouth, just not through my nose.
I meant the sad version of blue.
Oh,
Down.
No, whenever I get down, I just listen to Neil Diamond.
Coming to America.
No, that song Bluebird or
Song Sung Blue.
Yeah, thank you. That's a wonderful song.
Hi, Holly.
You can't really see him, but his
Just a minute, Ed. Hang on.
tentacles are
When I was
purple.
a kid when that song came out. Well, that looks good.
His tentacles are purple.
The
Have you
suction cups are.
have you seen those? What are they called? Strawberry squid? Is it strawberry squid?
I'm gonna do this guy next.
I love that one.
I scarred his face up on one side and made it nice and smooth on the other.
It makes me think of like a deep, 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 deep ocean fish.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to be purple. Purples and blues and greens.
Yeah.
There's not much green.
Oh my God, I see the perfect place to set a row of 20 tiles. Look at that.
Still a little too hot.
But I don't have any 20 tiles to put down there.
Pardon me.
Oh, we're back down to -3 again.
Have
Lucky
we
you
heard-
enjoyed it while it lasted.
How's your rent doing?
Oh, I'm like about $100 short,
Ouch.
but nobody wants the print, so I'm just gonna put it away.
I hope that I didn't talk people out of buying it just because I said I thought it deserved a lot more money than what you needed.
It actually does because yeah, it's like the only one I've got left, and it's a low number.
Ed, Patty's wanting you to sell something, wanting you to sell her something. Spit it out.
She probably won't be happy with whatever I got to sell.
Probably.
No. Wait.
She's hard to please, I've heard. Bob, was that carpet, how do you keep it dry? Under there? That's the only place I've been. It's not carpet, it's like that little parquet wood. I think that's what, yep, that's what they call it. And I don't keep it dry. Got it buckled up all around that 180.
What was Patty saying?
That's all she said. She didn't drop any other clues. She just said Ed with 4 D's. Let me count. Yeah, 4 D's. Sell me that.
Oh no, which one?
I think the
Probably
green
the
and
first.
purple one. The one that's already painted, I think she said that while you had that
My
up,
little Cthulhu?
or just as you put it down.
Hey, Holly.
It certainly looks in Shaddy's wheelhouse.
Eddie said, LOL, howdy, fish breaks.
I don't know if it's very good, Patty. I was just kind of experimenting on some different techniques.
Where's Sarah? I don't really mean like where is she, but she couldn't make it, obviously.
No, she's not. She's not going to make it. She's at her house, and she's got a couple of her nieces at her house that she hasn't seen from a little while. So
Oh.
her and her mum and the nieces are catching up while
Nice.
while the small kids are at their dad's house.
Doing the girly stuff, I bet.
What's that?
Doing the girly stuff, I bet.
Yeah, they'll be having lady chats and rolling their eyes when someone doesn't say something that they approve of and whatnot.
Patty,
That's our
Patty
lady chat,
says,
isn't it?
know the fish. I don't know who Cthulhu is, LOL.
Well, I just started painting the fish. She may not like it when I get done.
Hey, Merritt, Happy New Year.
I think Patty's also lying. I think Patty's been an ardent fan of Cthulhu for many years.
That's would be my feeling too.
Yeah, she reeks of it, doesn't she?
Yes. Well, since she lives in Gotham.
Oh, she said, I know by admitting that I may fall out of favor with Ed.
Never. Okay, let's see here.
She's wanting to wrestle with BJ. Oh,
I
I'd
said
pay
we
money
were
to watch
up
that.
to 7 degrees there.
BJ wants the octopus and the fish, Ed. Fight, fight, fight.
Next Wednesday
Hi, Michael.
on Ed's channel, we'll have
Happy
Ed's
New Year.
first auction.
No.
The fish looks
Well,
like a punk romper.
is BJ going to the Triple Crown?
I'm hoping to go.
Well,
I've
I'm
got
with
a
BJ.
reservation.
I could give one to Patty at the Triple Crown, and I'll give the other one to BJ. But you guys, what are you doing?
Don't fight, girls. Ed could really have a side hustle going with this, Patty said. There you go.
Hey, knock it off. Sorry, I'm talking to the cat.
The first mistake that cat makes you make, you're gonna wish you had a cattle prod.
He's made
What?
so
No
many
one
mistakes.
likes the idea of cattle prodding a cat if they misbehave. No. Okay, sorry.
I had a friend that used to prod her Boston Terriers and I reported her ass.
What did you say?
I had a friend that I used to work with, a nurse that showed Boston Terriers, and she used to cattle prod them, and I reported her ass.
Were they well trained though?
No, they were varmints. But they did come out and do it. And she came to work saying, I can't believe somebody reported me. And I was like, well, who would do that?
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. I used to be feisty, guys. I just didn't like the thought of it.
Why are we always yelling? It didn't quite get to 2.5 seconds. I've got a timer on it. It was only 2.3 seconds, trust me.
No, Ed, I can't drive that far now. Would love to have it otherwise. That's BJ.
Oh, well. Maybe I'll just have to mail it to her.
And
Maybe you'll
Patty
just have
said,
to pick her up on the way, Ed.
right? Patty says, well, it is called a cat dole prod.
I like that
CAT.
logic, Patty.
Yeah.
I
Hey, Vanessa.
still think most cats have that. You know, they get zapped. They're still not going to give us stuff
Have a
anyway.
good night,
And they'll just
Michelle.
keep
Thank
going.
you for coming
No
in.
way, not cats. You can't train a cat. Well,
Yeah.
I've taught Nico when he was a baby.
Hmm.
He'll ride around on my shoulders, but I'll also get him to wink. Look at me. He's not even looking at me, but he'll wink at people. And
You put it under so much pressure, Ed.
Yeah, I know. Well, I had a party back in St. Louis, and there was a girl there that was terrified of cats. And she constantly was staring at Nico, and he winked at her a couple times, and she'd scream every time he did it. But he's like, this chick keeps eye contact with me at all times.
She thought she was in a spooky movie. Golden.
This lizard is so cool. He is flattened out, and it is getting the warmth. But he keeps opening his eyes and turning his head and looking over at me. Then he closes them back again.
He's like, I'm getting warm. Is there food coming?
He's really tame. Whoever had him, I know how to give him out. Got $30 for him.
Did you feed him since he vomited his gut fuller?
I have not. I talked to 2 or 3 people about it and put in 4 crickets, and they were all hiding under his rocks when I moved everything over. They're in with him now. I did see him take some water. They mostly drink off of plants, so you're supposed to spray some of their... I've got to put some plastic plants in there too, or something.
I figure it would probably be more important for it to get some water in its belly more than food after
Stay
a big
hydrated,
spew.
especially throwing up.
Yeah.
Somebody suggested talking to Eric Furlow, so I may message him. He definitely knows a lot about them.
Eric Furlow.
Eric Furlow, he's on our Tennessee Fish Mafia panel now.
Yeah, somebody was just asking they needed to talk to him like a couple days ago.
No, that was Bob just now, Ed.
Oh. Time flies.
I know the name. Why do I know the name? He's a fish guy as well, yeah?
Yeah,
he's reptiles and fish. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's from Florida.
He's got the natural white swath of hair in the front, real black hair. Deep voice guy.
Yeah, he's like, you know how you guys have Blake down there with the super hair? We have now I can't say it. Furlow.
And if Blake knew that he was being compared to Eric Furlow, would he be quite impressed?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's all that counts then.
Because Blake is a great guy.
BJ and Patty are exchanging little barbs, I think. Patty said, I'm pretty good at the clown balloon water shooting game, BJ. And BJ ignored her and said, Bob, those clown agamas look like a bearded dragon hybrid. They have so many identical features. Yeah, they're first cousins, BJ.
Oh, I like that, Ed. That looks cool.
Hey, let me see.
And kudos to BJ for taking the high ground there. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep hitting him with different pastel kind of colors.
Have you got any of your bejazzling equipment left from the 80s? Because you could put some nice eyes in there. I think you're already 9 steps ahead of me, aren't you?
Let's see. I got green.
Jesus.
I also have glow in the dark on the shelf. Yeah, I left his eyes out.
So you can put a stone in there or two.
Yeah, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with his eyeballs.
They're
going to be something striking.
What about some of those little...
These are made in Australia.
Oh, I remember you telling me about them. But
these are the little glass balls from Australia.
Ah, they're glass, right. So it's not like you... Imagine if you could melt 2 or 3 of the colours together and make that an eyeball.
Yeah.
With your glow in the dark bit, a little dab of that in the middle for the
mixed bag.
The little reflective bit. What's that
I can't
called?
remember what that's called. Dogs and cats. It's pretty rare, but you see them have like 2 or 3 different colors of the eye, blue and white. And
there's humans that way too, Bob.
I haven't ever seen any.
David Bowie.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a Instagram famous girl who does it as well, but she got sprung for using a contact lens.
Well,
I guarantee someone will have the word in the chat before I can remember it, but I was only talking to someone about it the other day.
Coolidge?
Points off if you're showing the pet.
Would you knock it off? Dude, seriously, you're in a bad spot. He's like right over my easel.
Oh.
No!
Poor
Heterochromia.
He saw the plastic from the paint thing and took it and tried to eat it. He grabbed it and ran. But
Oh, GRB, that's cold. That is cold. What did it grab off you, Ed?
He saw me take the plastic off of a brand new paint bottle,
I
and he
could've
loves eating these.
Ah,
It's just
I
so
can't stand in
annoying.
my ear. Mike said
Yep.
that Eric told him today he's jealous of Picasso.
And I lost my paintbrush. Oh, it's on the floor.
Griffin wants to know if there's a doctor in the house.
Oh.
So does anybody want a horse?
Yeah.
I think
tartan
we should
horse.
auction this horse off.
You think, GRV?
Oh, g'day, Griff. How are you, bro? I haven't seen you for yonks, mate.
I haven't seen
I'll just-
Grip lately either.
Just realised how little that sentence probably made to people who aren't Australian.
BJ, it was just fantasy mud wrestling. Yeah, why
Okay,
don't you
so-
auction that one? Auction that one, Pam. You've given away like 20 of them.
The last one should be auctioned.
Yeah, I agree.
You guys think so? I normally wouldn't even think about it, but I do need to like come up with rent money still.
Yeah.
But it's not going to go for that much. But okay, we'll do that. This one is.
You know, Patty wants it.
This
Middle,
one's
can
a
you
wool
put-
horse?
Hang on.
I mean,
before
it's
you-
made out of
before you
its
start.
body is real wool.
Myrtle, put Pam's Patreon link up again before we start this, please.
And he's got green yarn for her hair and a tail, and he's got a little green polka dotted saddle,
So
and
it's
he's got a gold cord to hang him from.
So it's a male.
Yeah. So that's him, and that's the last horse I have to give away. Or no, I'm not going to give it away. I guess it's the last horse I have to auction off.
And don't tell her kids because they want them. But we got them.
I'll start with $10.
If I had my PayPal working right now, I would be bidding, but I've been so sick I haven't got my 2 cell phones working yet. It really stinks.
Nola bid 20.
Nola already got one.
Well, now she'll have a
I
set.
guess she wants
Well,
a
she'll
team.
get 2 of them then.
If she might not. I guess she wants a team.
Oh, Patty says 25.
Yep. Just think if you'd auction those other ones off. Pudding always sounds like a better substrate than mud bomb. I agree, BJ.
Can I just clarify as well that when I said the opening bid is $10, that $10 Australian is at least 95 American dollars.
I wondered what the exchange
Like,
rate
I
was.
was aiming high, people.
Uh-oh, Nola's. It's on.
35. I'm unable to put in text at the moment. So does that count as a bid?
Yep, we got it in there.
Righto. Thanks, Mrids and Punchy. Someone better outbid me because it's going to cost her $35 to send it to me.
I'm putting it in for you, Blackie. Patty.
It's only 5 more. It's only 5 more, you girls.
Oh, Nola got 36.
Beautiful.
I wish I was hanging out with Patty right now so I could get some really good pizza.
I thought you were going to say mushrooms for a second for some reason.
That's weird.
I know, right?
Nola at 36 right now.
Or I hate stupid people. She's got one of my favorite pizza joints near her.
Which one is that?
Godfather's Pizza. And not the ones at the gas stations, the actual sit-down restaurants. Love them.
What is
Sounds
that?
like Patty's going to let her have it, it looks like. Shocking.
And going once and going twice, and it probably doesn't matter because we're about 13 seconds behind the YouTube chat. But I think that one's going
Okay,
out.
I think
real
Nola
quick.
got that one, yes. Thank you, Nola.
BJ's got 2 girls in her barn.
I have a
She's
strange
30.
feeling that Nola might actually one day ask me for that $6 that I just cost her,
You think?
because I bid it up a little bit, but I didn't think I could keep going. Sorry, Nola, I'll give you that $6, which is probably about, to continue a laboured joke, $79 American one day.
You said it, BJ.
Thank you, Nola.
Got to feed the 2 gals in the barn.
I like how this guy's coming out. It's pretty cute.
Yeah, I really, really like that guy. Hang on, let me blow him up. I love his teeth.
You're going to do some like staining and discolouring to his teeth so they look well worn.
I'm going to give him like a high gloss white teeth, I think.
Ooh.
Is he disembodied?
Well, I haven't made a body.
Oh. So
I made a little jaw and stuck it on with teeth. And then, like, so I wouldn't have to set it right on the thing. I was actually making him like this. Oh, that looks way better how I hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought you were just making a really short-bodied fish. Now I see where you're going. The possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
It's like a cowfish.
He's fun.
But then what would I give away, Patty?
Yeah, so you want to see Pam?
Yossi.
She's not going to be on here on that. Come on. Come here. I can't reach under there. Get in here.
Does that mean, Patty, does that mean that you would potentially offer a sum of money for a selection of cards? Oh, or am I reading too deeply between the lines? Oh, right. She's not saying for herself. She's just saying for financial availability, I guess.
It would probably be smarter than giving them away all the time, but I really like giving them away.
Well, you could do, like, give one away and sell 2.
Or you could sell one and then, or sell 2 and see if one of those people get the free giveaway. So they have a potential of maybe buying 2.
Look, right here's Pam. See Pam?
That's not a bad idea as well.
Yossi. There's my Yossi.
Show him your foot, Ed.
Yossi.
Hey, Bob, does Yazi recognize his twin brother?
Look at that, Yossi. Look. Yossi. He's actually Yahzi.
I know, but it's
Oh,
phonetically the same.
It is.
I've seen it written before.
Oh.
Right, it's completely out of my reach now, so that's the last time you'll see that visual joke, people.
But maybe in Australia, that's how they pronounce it.
Don't you pronounce it the same way, except you don't hit the T so hard.
Right. Yahzi.
I've been playing that Yazi game with dice for years.
I got to tell you this, Blackie, because it made me laugh. Bob, don't get mad at me for telling him. But Yossi was pouting because he can't hear me
Oh.
when Bob uses the earbuds now. So Yazzie can't hear me talking to him. So he was pouting. So Bob the other day had to sit and rewatch the video that we were in together,
And
my
hold
Wednesday night
it.
show, with the sound on just to make Yazzie happy.
He watched the whole stream.
Wow, that's beautiful.
To watch the stream with him.
Wow.
Hi,
I actually
Colette.
teared up. I teared up at that story. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Gave me gas.
It made me laugh when he sent me a message saying he was rewatching the stream with Yazzie.
And there was
hoping that Yazzie wouldn't realize it wasn't live.
no sign of gaffer tape or string holding him in place.
Did that create an echo?
A little bit.
But
I
not bad.
unplugged it. You see Pam?
Yazzie. Yazzie. Yazzie.
Nope. I think he's cat or
It could be bouncing off the fish tank, because he was looking behind him, so you might think it's coming from over there. Talk real deep, Pam.
I can't right now.
Yazzie.
Yazzie.
there's your friend Ed.
Normally, Yazzie likes to eat me.
Ed's is the type word. That's his kill command.
My reading of animal body language might not be expert, but I have a feeling that Yazzie's body language is saying, all of these people that I can see are stealing my dad's attention away from me. I'm going to ignore them. No?
Could be.
He's doing something with one of the cats right now. He's quivering.
He's certainly very focused as well. You might have interrupted a murder, Bob.
Right?
But who would have been murdered?
Who can tell? Bob prevented it. We'll never know.
Dang it, Bob.
Dang it, Bob. That's harsh, but fair.
What?
Well, okay, guys, it is that time of night. When we tell everybody good night and Happy New Year. Hi, Lisa. And Happy New Year.
Hey Pam, is there a way that we can just go on your Patreon and give you a donation?
On Patreon?
Yeah, because I'm completely unfamiliar with how Patreon works and stuff.
I don't think there is actually. Unless you could sign up and then make sure you unsigned up before the end of the month would be the only way. You know what I mean?
She won't get the money until the end of the
Oh
month.
yeah, I wouldn't get the money till the end of the month anyway. Yeah, that's true.
Damn it! I just wanted to bloody go on your Patreon and give you some fucking money, all right? But it's not going to come through in time anyway.
No, YouTube and Patreon hold it for a while.
Bastards.
They do.
Yeah, he could sign up and choose a custom amount, but it wouldn't get taken out at the end of the month anyway.
So how can I get you some rent money?
Just only PayPal.
Oh, PayPal. I don't think my PayPal works anymore. Is it just your email account that I've already got?
Merdul just posted it.
Ed,
Yes, sir.
Lisa said, "What are you making that with?"
I made it with Sculpey, and now I'm painting it. I wish it wasn't so bright. I don't know what's going on, why it's so bright when I bring it up to the computer. We lost Pam. But he's like a little fishman head or something. This side's all roughed up, so I kind of gave him like a dark blue scar thing. But I kind of think it looks nice to have the different shades in there. And now I'm just painting his teeth ultra white. And then later I'll lacquer him up, and he'll look wet.
Look at that. Bob kicked me out of the stream.
Oh, Bob.
How did I kick you out of your stream?
I don't know. You hit a button and then I just left.
Wow. Never be able to duplicate
Nico does
that
that
again.
today.
Oh, I know you're gonna do that. Shit.
Oh, thank you, Big D. Big D sent me $30.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. She's almost there, guys.
Awesome. I am so close. I'm so close.
I found out that you can go into the PayPal and just donate directly from a card.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in and do that as well, but I just got to move some money around, and I'll swing you some fucking rent money, mate.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me see how much I'm getting close.
I don't
So
care.
let me
I'll just
tell you how much so you don't send too much.
no. Don't worry. It's a shit exchange rate anyway, so whatever I send is probably going to be pretty paltry anyway. I just have to. I do all my banking on my old phone, so I have to wait for it. It runs on a steam turbine. It takes a little while to fire up. Because I'm not sure if I've transferred money onto that account that I can transfer into there. But I can start doing that though. But come on, everyone. Pam's been good to everyone. People have won stuff. Chuck a few bucks.
And by the way, I was just kidding about the cliff thing.
Oh, I would have been more than happy to make you a clip.
I can't afford you're in such demand.
Oh, I am
can't
so
afford.
close. I'm getting really close. So we won't leave quite yet because I'm really close.
Yeah, I reckon hang around for a bit.
Well, I appreciate it, so I can keep painting.
Yeah, we still got to see what Ed's finishing up with.
Guy's not impressed with it.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. Oh, God, I'm so close.
Mike said you need to go another hour.
I can go for a while longer. It doesn't make any difference to me, but I don't have anything more to give away or anything.
We aren't here for giveaways.
Nope.
Oh, thank you, Matt. I won't tell Melissa.
Yossi did it. Better wake up, Yossi.
I remember my daughter used to play around with the polymer clay. I've never messed with it. I think when I was in high school in art class, I made a couple things, but that was many years ago. But it was like we had to fire it in a kiln. I remember that. I don't remember what kind of clay it was, but I remember
I remember that in high school.
Well, it was probably just normal sculpting clay.
Yeah.
You can still get that. I wish I had a kiln because I would make stuff all day long if I owned a kiln. But
I remember I made a seal. I think that's what I did was a seal, and then I did a mermaid. And the damn teacher bought them before, as soon as they came out of the kiln. She asked me if she could buy them from me.
Oh. We did that in art and junior high, and it was a kiln, and I thought I had made a
That is
walrus.
awesome, Ed. Let me, don't go yet. I'm going to put you big.
I think I'm going to either try to find like eyeballs that like gosh, a taxidermy would use. I want
Yeah.
some real looking yellow eyeballs to put in there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
To
I
give it
absolutely
lifelike
love
look.
those teeth.
What
I like
about those
how I
eyeballs?
roughed his skin up on this side.
Yeah. It makes me think of like those deep sea creatures. If you did like a little thing with a bait thing hanging off of it, it'd be perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah.
an anglerfish bait.
Yeah, like an anglerfish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next week I'll make one like that. I'm just trying to play around and practice. So
Can I suggest if you do like a anglerfish bait that you put like a piece of wire or something because the spine, because that shit will snap off easy as.
oh yeah, you're right.
I got the ideas, mate.
You do. Well, that's how Sarah is so good because of you, right?
No doubt at all.
I'll tell her you said so.
She's probably watching. No, she's probably not.
I'm gonna.
She'll watch the replay though to make sure I didn't say things like. We'll see. We'll see if I get a nasty text message about that later on.
Lisa Sparkman said at Chattanooga Ed.
Big
Or
D,
did it?
he says he's made his share of Play-Doh sculptures.
Will those toaster ovens get hot enough though, Lisa?
Where did Ed go?
If he didn't push buttons, he might have went flat.
Or his kitty might have stepped on a button.
Yeah, we cannot discount that as an option.
No. I remember one morning I got up and I'd been working on an oil painting. And I got up and there was these perfect little kitty tracks, bright blue kitty tracks across my desk, onto my chair, and then down onto the floor.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
knocked a paint bottle over and it hit my mouse and cut me off.
If I'm not wrong, Pam, you still have that painting, don't you? Because I'm sure you've showed it on a stream before. Am I right or am I wrong?
Nope, I don't have that one anymore.
Someone showed me a painting on maybe it was Scungy. She might have had one that the cat walked through.
Oh, yeah?
Scungy. I think Scungy showed it once.
Yeah, it might have been on one of our streams we did. Right, let's try this again.
I'm going to
get up and start getting
I
fish.
posted something about that the other day. I'm going to pull it up here and share it.
Jesus.
Wow.
Okay, so I just gave Cthulhu his pupils. I think it really sets him off more, having that little yellow line in there.
Hang on, I got to blow you up. And I was looking somewhere else. There you go.
See, just having
Oh, that looks awesome.
just that little bit of yellow line.
Yeah.
It makes it look like it makes it look like his eyes are glowing.
Yeah. And you can kind of see the purple in his tentacle there.
Yeah, that purple's a lovely match for that green.
Yeah, that looks pretty
And
awesome.
the red eyes. Are you considering any little flecks of yellow in the purple as well? Or am I just dreaming,
I don't
thinking
know.
I'm too far outside the square?
It would probably make it better, but I might not make it good. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it does make sense. It makes perfect sense, Edward.
I wish I would have.
There you go, Blackie.
Hang on. Oh, shit. Bloody hell. Oh, crikey. I can't read that. Hang on a sec. Cat's purring.
On a roof tile from around 100 CE.
Yeah, I managed to get a
Paw
full
prints
screen.
left on a 15th century manuscript.
Oh,
Yeah,
Says
you
cats
did.
vandalizing shit since forever.
So true.
It is. It's very true.
And they also left out the fact that they've been giving zero fucks since however many
Oh,
years
yeah,
ago that
yeah.
was as well. It's the
Yep.
same thing, really, isn't it?
Yep. I remember posting one time that said, you know, cats know when an earthquake is coming, but they aren't going to tell you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Crikey.
Now Mario, my old cat, oh my God, he's a character. Mario is a character, but he's one of those cats that he does not want you to pick him up. He does not want you to touch him. Do not even think about petting him or he will claw you. But he follows me everywhere. He's got to be wherever I'm at. That's where he is.
Just don't touch him.
Yeah. And I remember just to show you the difference between a cat and a dog, when I went in for to get my gallbladder removed, and it was supposed to be like a day surgery, and it was supposed to take like 45 minutes and then a couple hours recouped, and I could go home, and it ended up being I was in surgery for 7 hours and in the hospital for a week. And I just had my daughter stopping by the house and feeding Mario and Buddy. I had Buddy then. And when I finally was able to come home, I hobbled in the house, and Buddy was so glad to see me. He was literally crying. I mean, he had tears coming out of his eyes.
Yeah,
And
wow.
his whole body was wiggling, and he was actually crying, right? Mario was pissed that I was gone. So he spent like 4 hours across the room from me with his back to me and his ears pinned. And after like a couple hours more, then he came about halfway across the room and still had his back to me. And it took him like about 6 hours before he finally came and laid down by my feet. That's the difference between a cat and a dog.
It's Mario. Well,
Hey, Bit.
Yazzie ran around the corner, and the new cat was just stretching and scratching the cabinet, and it scared Yazzie, so he started screaming like he was being killed, and she just looked at him like, "You got problems,
Like, what the
buddy."
hell are you
Yeah.
doing? Yeah.
They never
Calm
touched
down,
each other.
Dorothy.
Yazzie likes to start shit, but then he's a chicken. He's a chicken.
Oh, Merdul, thank you very much, Merdul.
My little dog's like that. He'll take on all the big dogs until he's trapped in their jaws. And then he just goes limp.
gosh.
Yeah, how's your total looking, Pam? I chucked a bit in there as well. I hope.
I am only about $25 short now.
Mine probably hasn't come through then.
Well, yours probably won't come through until tomorrow because you're already in yesterday.
Yeah, no, I'm already in tomorrow.
You're so confusing. You're so technical.
Damn it! That means
No.
all of my effectiveness that I wanted to impart is now impaired.
But that's what we love about you.
Anyway, I chucked $80 in there for you, Pam.
Oh my gosh, you didn't need to do that.
I wanted to cover your bases. I mean, I'm pretty broke too, but I've got it in the bank, so you might as well have it. What am I going to spend it on? Booze?
Food?
Food? Yeah, well, yeah,
Oh,
food.
it didn't come.
I'm glad I listed my priorities.
It didn't come through yet, so.
Yeah, I think Ed's right. Maybe it will take too long. But it wasn't in vain. At least you'll have it anyway. It's sooner or later.
Yeah.
Well, and Pam will eventually need to eat. So that's
Shut up, Patty. Don't tell everyone.
And he put your business in the street.
Lefty, there's another name I haven't heard in a long time.
That's because he's always at school. Lefty, when do you go back to school?
Teaching or learning?
Actually, he does both, but he's a teacher most of the time.
What?
But he also is constantly learning.
Well, I think if anyone says they're not learning, if they're not engaging in life, are they?
That's too deep for me to think about.
My grandma had a dog that would scratch the pillows off her bed every time she left. Yeah, I used to have a friend that they had a little poodle, and if they left and didn't take the poodle with them, it would pee in the middle of the bed.
I don't think that poodle would be around too much longer with my house. That's
Yeah.
the first rule in my
Scratching.
house.
Don't
Use-
pee on
Go
the
on.
bed.
Use the kitty litter box or you're out.
You know, at least scratching the pillows off the bed can be sorted out with bolt cutters, but peeing on the bed can't, can it? G'day,
Hornworms.
Foxy Roxy.
Hey,
I'm just going to
Foxy.
go and get a beverage. Don't finish before I come back.
Okay. No, we're on here now. We might as well go longer.
I'm pretty happy with my.
Danny says, "Hello, Bob Sealing. You're not as interesting as Kenny Sealing."
What is going on with this ceiling? I don't know if we've seen this room where Bob's at very often.
At least not this part of the room. The
Yeah,
roof
normal.
corner.
Normally, his ceilings are all pretty, I think.
What are y'all seeing? Oh, it's the kitchen.
Oh, right. That's a vertical cupboard.
Oh.
It's like a knife sharpener, a nice thing or something under there. I never knew
Wow.
what it was.
Can we get a close up of that device? I want to see that thing.
Do what?
I want a close up of it.
Those are in every American house.
Really?
No. Just
No, I don't have one.
I don't know what it is. It's just under there.
Ed, it's racist to tease the backward people.
Right?
Bob has all the cool stuff.
This house
I don't
is...
know how is it a knife sharpener button? I'm intrigued.
That's what I thought it was. I don't know what it is.
Ah, so you've not even
Oh,
used it
because
yet.
if you put your finger in there, it cuts you.
Maybe it's just for slicing the top off your ham or your salami or.
I have no
It's
idea
just
what
a
it
fan-
is.
It's a fancy bottle opener.
You think?
No, I have absolutely no idea. I'm so confused as to what it is.
This
Oh.
side is smooth over here, and this side is
I
sharp.
bet it is a beer. You put your beer up there and pull it off.
Colette says it's a jar lid opener.
Oh.
No, well, it could be. I don't know what it is. No
Yeah, I guess you
idea.
get that. You get those tough jars that you really need. You need to just prise off the edge a little bit to break the seal.
Our Vegemite jars.
No, our Vegemite jars now are all
Renewal
plastic
says
lids,
that's what it
so
is too. He says in old
they're
houses they
pretty
were
easy.
there to open lids of jars.
There we go.
This
Back
house is
when
not.
back
Hi,
when they
John the
put the lids on
fisherman.
jars properly.
This house is not that old. It was built in '86.
Everybody, if you have not subscribed to Blackie, please do so.
I mean,
I'm sure Merdul will throw his link up again for us.
I haven't checked, but I think I only need about 269 subscribers before I reach the 1,000. So
I totally get that, Dee Dee.
any of them help.
But I'm impressed that you have like your 300,000 sub video out already. Congratulations, or thank you for getting me to 300,000.
You may need to have a closer inspection of the title of that video, Ed. I think I was very specific about not being too misleading with the punctuation and the letters and numbers in that video. Granted, I was trying to be a little bit of misleading, but no one would ever believe that I had more than 3 with a couple of zeros behind it, let alone that many zeros. Far out.
Well, I still cheered.
Thanks, Why Are We Always Yelling, and thanks to everyone else who also subscribed. I've been in this zone for about 12 months now where it fluctuates. Seriously, 12 months where it's been like, I think the minimum was about 719 and the maximum was 726. And it keeps going up and down by 2s and 3s and 1s at a time. And granted, I appreciate that I'm not putting edited content out like I used to, but I just simply haven't had the time lately with looking after 2 elderly people all day long, every day. Thanks, Yellowstone. But I'm trying. I'll try every opportunity I get to chuck some video up on the YouTube. I'll be doing it.
Your life sounds an awful lot like mine.
Yeah, man. We can only do what we can do, Ed.
Yep.
That's a simple fact of life. I do have an interesting creature in a fish tank, though.
Ooh.
That I caught the other day. Trying to work out if I can show it in some form or other. Would you like to see this interesting creature that I have?
Yes, please.
On the Christmas day, I was gifted a swimming pool, hang on, let me convert, 10-foot round swimming pool for the backyard.
Nice.
Which
Nice.
a couple of my sons set up for the little kids that would be here on Christmas Day and stuff. And, it was used an awful lot during the Christmas Day. Pardon me.
Because it's so hot there.
Yeah, it was a very warm Christmas day, even though it was raining on and off. Sorry, I've got so many burps coming. I apologize in advance for my burps. It's not my stream. I know I shouldn't burp.
Well, you're in the southern hemisphere. It's harder for the burps to get out.
Hey, did you know the burps go in a different direction down here than they go up there?
I bet.
I was just trying to kill time. How do you find... I've got to scroll through until I find the video again.
You know how you tell when you really have a problem? It was like, I was looking at something the other day, but an ad popped up, and it was for like freestanding bathtubs. And I thought, well, that looks cool. And I looked at it, and it's like this really neat looking wooden tub, like a wooden bathtub.
Yeah.
They called it a soaking tub, but it was really cool looking. And it was like something like $1,300 or something like that. And I looked at it and I thought, oh man, goldfish would look really cool in that.
That's one of those ones that just looks like half a big wine barrel. Yeah.
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 But
They do look cool,
when
but
you
they
look
probably.
at a $1,300 bathtub and you think you make a good fish pond, then you know you've got a problem.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I thought. With the swimming pool that I had, I could put it somewhere
Yeah.
and turn it into a big goldfish or koi pond or something. But we've got swimming pool laws here that if your water depth is more than 50 centimeters, which is 3 inches shy of 2 feet, you need a lockable pool fence to stop little kiddies drowning and
Oh
stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Stupid
There's
kids.
different states have different rules like that here too.
Yeah, it's the same here too. Every
Yeah, you gotta
state
have you gotta
little
have
bit
a
different.
fence around it and stuff.
Yeah, I have one for mine.
I mean, it makes sense. But I'd like a swimming pool like that in the backyard where
And
drowning
hello.
is not the most biggest
Good night,
threat for the
Ollie.
kiddie.
Pam, if Blackie's going to be a minute, will you blow me up? I've been wanting to feed this fish here.
Yep. I need to go make a cigarette anyway, so.
You don't want to see the fish eat?
Well, I'm gonna be right back. I just need to go make a cigarette.
You'll be done 8 by then.
I'm gonna go get some water while this is going on.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure I can
I'm not
find the
leaving.
video.
Oh, we didn't get to see the fish eat it. Oh, he's moving to the other side. What fish are we looking for?
I don't
The
see
one
a
on
fish.
the left at the bottom, the big puffer.
Oh, I see him. Yeah,
Oh, I see him.
he's got his head up, looking at the top.
Because there's a big chunk of bloodworms floating across there. Here he comes.
Is it a dragon?
Yep.
Very nice, Bob.
Remember, they're ambushed, so it takes them a
Hi,
minute.
Lefty.
I couldn't believe that my short I put out yesterday of my
Monster
dragon
fish
popper eating
hello.
did so bad. It only got 80 views. I thought for sure that would get 1,000.
He was waiting on the. Wow,
Oh, he got it.
He got
Oh.
half of it. He bit it in two. He loves it when the
Oh, he got it.
hang on back blows it down. He
Oh,
took
wow,
half
he
of
really
it.
snapped at it too.
Yeah, he got about half of it.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back.
He goes back. He'll get it all. Oh.
My dragon puffer, she was just huge. I think she was just at the end of her life. She was so big.
They're not hungry. This place is a wreck. Starting to thunder and stuff here, Ed.
I got my earphones on, so I can't hear anything. And this is actually the safe room in the house. So
I've been working all day on projects.
cool.
That's wild. Ever since we started talking about hurricanes and whatnot before, and I was saying it had calmed right down. Now the wind outside is going absolutely nuts, and there was a little bit of rain before, and now the sun's back out. Bloody weather can't even make up its mind here at the moment.
Well, we live in a rainforest here, so we get rain almost several times a week. It seems like it's crazy.
Possibly the best climate to live in is rainforest climate. It's beautiful.
Well, the one problem though is we have northern trees and southern trees, so we never stop getting hit with pollen and stuff. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, right.
Like if you look up worst places to live in America for allergies, this is like on. I think it's third on the list. And it's like, and I moved here.
And is that a thing you're saying because you suffer greatly from allergies, Ed?
Oh, I do. My doctor used to tell me I need to move to Arizona or to the desert
You
somewhere.
get nothing.
Yeah. Well, in Missouri, it used to just be bad, like when the corn was popping and different things in the fields
when it
and
was
stuff.
pollinating.
Yeah. But yeah, here I think I get sick. I get like 4 sinus infections a year. I bet. Wouldn't you guess, Bob? It doesn't seem like I'm always sick.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
You're sick your fair share, that's for sure.
Oh. I can't breathe out of my nose right now.
Ed, anytime you need me to come over and do a lavage, I will.
What does that mean?
A nasal washout.
Oh, I bought the machine. I'll go get it while I'm not on camera because I think I can do this with my earphones in because it's so close. I bought one of these machines and I've just been too afraid to use it.
Girl, what are you doing?
Oh no, I put it in the bathroom already. But you stick it in your nose and it sucks on one side and blows water up the other.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nola.
I'm just afraid to use it. I bought it last year.
You got to do it on your front, don't you? Like leaning forward.
What is that, Blackie?
Oh, sorry.
Porn.
Oh,
Ooh.
ooh, that's wicked looking.
You should see their cousins. These guys are mild compared to their cousins that we also get here. I'll see if I can find a picture of one
That
of them.
looks like that could hurt. Ooh, ouch.
I'm going to show a picture to Blackie, something I took yesterday myself. A bug.
Those big flat guys that's on my screen at the moment, they're the ones that hurt the most. They bite harder.
Ouch, ouch.
But these guys, the one that I've got, they're more like a praying mantis. The front big bendy bits can actually wrap up around prey, and then they've got pointy mouth bits at the front of their face that they chew their prey up with.
That guy came out of one of my tubs. My guppy
Looks
Hang
tub.
like a dragonfly larva.
Yeah, well, it's his husk. Like his old skin, and then he flew out of it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, pretty crazy. The cats chased that thing all over all day long. They loved it.
That's what my water scorpion was eating one of the dragonfly nymphs just before I caught it.
That's awesome. So they're called water scorpions?
Yeah, but their namesakes are not the one that I've got. Is the second picture that I showed, where they look a lot more like scorpions and they can actually grab onto a human and give you a bit of a bite. But yeah, that's just that tank that I've got it in is just a cycling tank at the moment. So I thought, why not put an air-breathing organism in there that doesn't rely on the water quality?
That's cool.
I feel sad for that little thing that ate the nymph.
The nymph
Well, you
or
know.
the eating.
Those dragonfly larvae are pretty brutal when they get into fish tanks. They eat everything. They don't discriminate. Why should a water scorpion discriminate?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that stupid little guy that I took a picture of, he probably ate about 300 of my fry, I bet, in his course of his life.
Right.
Yeah, well, considering the picture that you took was his last immature shell. So by the time he got out of that, he was an adult.
Yep.
See,
He was a small one though. He was only about that big.
that's the pine beetle there. Now, would you pick up your phone if that thing was sitting on your phone? Hell no.
Probably slap it first.
It was
They
big
bore.
too. I mean, they are big.
They
Yeah.
bore into the side of the pines, so I could see how they could kill them if they were overpopulated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't they lay their eggs in the bark and then their larvae are like borers and they just eat through the wood until they're ready to come out as a beetle?
I'm not sure how they do it, but that sounds like that probably is how.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're a boring insect. Not boring as in not this again, as in they feed on immature wood fibers and chew through timber like there's no tomorrow. And they just happen to be one of the best at it on the planet. That they decimate. They decimate forests in no time at all if they're let free.
So, have you got any donations lately, Pam?
No,
Oh, bummer.
I don't
Pam-
think I don't think Blackie's is going to come through, but that's okay because I'm sure he can use it for something else.
Pam is just
It'll
$25
come
short.
through. It's yours now. Just whether it comes through by your deadline or not is the main thing.
Nola says this whole kids thing didn't work out.
I
I
got
just
great
had to go
nephews
turn my
too,
heat up
Nola.
because the house is getting cold.
Well, everybody in my sister's family got the new
Stick bugs are
cocoa.
pretty cool.
No,
Yeah.
they're not. They're not when they're in your citrus tree that's merely 4 meters away, let's say 5 yards away from where you sit and have your morning coffee, and then the kookaburra and the currawong come along and eat the stink bugs and make the smell waft over your area.
Oh, yuck.
I had no idea any birds had any interest in eating those things at all.
I thought that was like a defense so nothing would eat them.
Yeah, there's
Well-
I have one kookaburra and one currawong that have been eating the stink bugs out of my citrus tree, and both of them do the same thing. They dart into the tree and they grab it, and then they go down to the ground and they toss it onto the ground, and then they pick it back up and they shake it to get all that stinky shit out of it, and then they eat it. They're not stupid.
Now, what we call stink bugs, is that going to be the same thing as what you guys have? They're like a black beetle that's about half an
Our
inch
stink
or so
bugs have
long.
so
And
many
then-
different colors.
Then they excrete this orange stuff that really stinks when they get scared. Or if you look like you're going to eat them.
Yeah, I think they spit out a type of formic acid.
Happy
like
New Year,
ants do.
Dwayne.
G'day, Dwayne. Happy New Year to you too, buddy.
I guess I shouldn't pick them up all the time.
Oh,
We just get so many of them. I just kind of grab them and throw them outside.
Yeah,
But
let's not let Lisa Sparkman confuse stink
I used
bugs
to-
for stick bugs.
I used to see stink bugs all the time in the desert when we'd be out hunting arrowheads in the desert in Oregon. They were everywhere. I like praying mantises. I want to get a couple praying mantises for pets.
I've had quite a few. They're such good fun. They're one of the best predators ever.
Yeah.
So good.
Wow, Baby Cat just pulled a sucker out of my bowl. I didn't think she'd be able to do that. What are you doing? She wants, I think, the plastic on them too. But I want the stuff inside, and I don't want a cat to be in my mouth. Come here, baby cat. Let's get on TV. Oh! This is my little girl cat. She's a bush cat. She doesn't like to get
Bush.
high. She likes to stay on the ground. Nico, he climbs everywhere.
Nico likes to get high.
Yep. He's a tree cat.
So I've put a picture on my screen of a stink bug
Okay, hold
to
on.
see if they're the
Oh, I
same as
see
what
it,
you
yep.
guys have. And that's one of the plain ones.
That looks similar to what we've got here.
Yeah, that's pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're a fairly universal. Pretty universal across most continents. Stink bugs. And I've never met a person who enjoys their fragrance. Probably hence their
no.
name. But yeah, we got some really pretty ones, but unfortunately they still freaking stink.
Yeah. You know what else stinks when they get scared? Is garter snakes. They put out
Yeah.
pretty foul
A
smelling shit.
lot of snakes do that. Actually, I've got a video where I was handling a common tree snake, and it musked on me and left me with some stink.
Yeah, and it doesn't wash off that easy either, and it stinks.
It's very, very difficult to wash off. Yeah, we get those guys, Ed, over an inch long, nose to tail,
Oh, wow.
but I'm not sure if the size matters. They all stink just as bad as one another.
I always have to fish them out of my fish tanks. Sounded funny because they like to fall in my fish tanks and drown, and the guppies can't handle them because they're too big.
Yeah, right.
But the cichlids, I think they just gulp them down, or the bichers.
Yeah, Mike, if a snake can't bite you to piss you off, it'll definitely musk you instead. The secondary defense. It depends what end you're grabbing them from, I guess. Stick insects, especially if you're talking about the Australian ones, are awesome pets. They reproduce readily if you feed them the right stuff. That is key with stick insects, especially Australian stick insects. I don't know which one you're talking about, Lisa, whether you're talking about the ones from Australia, or I think there's a variety from South America as well. But most stick insects require particular food, and if you can provide them with a constant diet of particular food, they will just continually reproduce for you. So a good trick is to know what your stick insect was raised upon food-wise, and either grow a tree yourself or, pardon me, have some local knowledge of where those trees are.
Bunny Viper sent me a message, and I will definitely get my info to Rico, because that would be awesome. It was so cool. Degenerate won a piece of her art for Christmas Santa deal, and then he donated it to me, and then she's making us both one. That's so
Nice.
cool.
Outstanding.
Yeah,
Very cool.
extremely. It was really nice of Degenerate to think of me. I feel bad I always call him a degenerate, but he kind of asked for it.
Ask and ye shall receive, so said someone back in those Bible days. Bunny Viper found a giant stick bug in Texas. It was dead, but its body was over 12 inches.
Oh my God, that's gross.
Pam, will you
Wanna-
blow me up again a minute?
I want
Yes,
to
I
see
will.
pictures, Bunny.
I want
Email
Ed
me
to see how
pictures, Bunny.
much
That'd be like a discus.
Sandy's grown.
Oh, she's getting so big. Look at it. Look at the size of that head.
I don't see the head. Oh, I see that. I see it.
It's big.
It's the ball python.
Yeah. It's the little bitty guy that was Nathan's. He's not little bitty
Gotcha.
anymore.
Righto.
This is a 40 breeder, so it's
Oh wow, look at that. It looks like it's gonna take a hunk of skin from you, Bob. It's like eyeballing you.
it wants me to feed him. I'll feed him before I go to bed.
I think he wants to eat your finger.
Maybe.
Save that for your edited YouTube video, Bob. You'll get more views.
That's about a little more than half of him. He's a big guy. Come on out here. Come on over.
Oh, male goats can be more than stinky. They're just nasty. They're sticky and stinky because they
Because they've got a
you know
bad
what,
attitude.
all over themselves. So it makes them sticky and they stink.
Now, can you cure a goat from that by like deballing them?
Yeah, if you do it when they're little. Yep.
Good.
Yep, because I always used to do that. Like as soon as the baby goats are born, they sell these, like, they're kind of like thick rubber bands. And then you have a little tool that stretches them out, you know, into a bigger circle. And then you just, as soon as the babies are born, you position it to where when you release it, it'll cut off their, doesn't cut off their nuts. It cuts the circulation off to their nuts. And then their nuts dry up and fall off. So it actually doesn't really hurt them, but it takes care of that problem. I always did that with all the male goats because I didn't want a male goat on the place.
Ed, would you let him ride in
Plus,
your...
I had the pygmy goats and I sold them as pets, and nobody wants to buy a male goat for a pet because they stink.
Well, they pee in their face, in their mouth. So
Would
gross.
you let him ride with you now, Ed?
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. I got to touch him when he was a baby.
Yeah. He's easily five times that big now.
I don't know if I'd want to just throw him in the back seat and drive.
No.
I mean, I could handle it. I've drove with a wasp in my car, so.
Oh gosh.
I know I told you guys about when my mom came to visit, and she got up to and took a walk, and then I got up and was having my coffee, and she got back from her walk, and she got herself a cup of coffee, and she sat down and she looked at me and she said, "I was looking for a coffee cup this morning, and I found a cup full of moldy Cheerios in your cupboard." And I was sitting there thinking, what the hell? We don't even have Cheerios. How can there be? And then it hit me. She had found the cup that I had put all the castrator bands for the goats into,
Oh.
and she threw them away. She threw them out because she thought they were moldy Cheerios.
Yeah.
Legacy gone.
A new legacy born.
You can release me now, Pam.
Okay.
I gotta go feed some fish.
Well, it was good because I didn't want everybody to see how delighted I was when I was talking about taking the nuts off the goats. I didn't want anybody to see the pleasure on my face.
Oh my God. That's just mean. Hey, buddy. Oh, he pooped. Good boy. He poo-pooed.
Yeah, I bottle fed the bigger goats, and I got kind of tired of milking them, so the mothers. So I ended up getting, because my kids used them 4-H. I ended up getting them pygmy goats because you didn't have to have the milking mother to show a pygmy goat at the fair. And then plus it worked out because I'd like get babies and raise them so that they were just like the cutest size and ready to sell at the fair every year.
Do you think people ate them?
Sometimes I know that when I had the bigger ones, especially, I know that when the Mexicans were stopping by and buying them, I know damn good and well they were eating them.
What if they were feeding them to their gators?
You know, people do
I
feed,
enjoy goat meat.
people do feed little pigs and stuff to their huge snakes.
I've heard of rabbits. I suppose that
Rabbit,
the
yeah.
next size up might be a pig.
I think it's pretty much whatever you can find at the time for the right
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Kittens.
No.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
No kittens.
yeah.
I wouldn't put it past.
When we
There's
first
lots of
started
them out
going to
there.
Petco over 20 years ago, a friend of mine worked in the reptile and fish there, David Simmons, and he told us one of the volunteers let a guy have like 4 kittens, half a litter of kittens for nothing. I mean, practically to give them a home. And he told me that guy comes and gets kittens and clips their
Oh
paws and
yeah,
feeds
Jeff,
them to
send me
his
your
snake.
address.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember a mate of mine bought me over a small duck to feed to one of my snakes once, and he said that the people at the pet shop gave him a hard time, saying you can't just get one duck. Ducks are social animals; they need to be more than one.
Not for
So
long.
he had to say, "Oh yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 at home. This is just going to go with those ones as well." But yeah, I'm still loath to put that video up on YouTube because it's not for everyone, that kind of thing.
No. Nope.
It was a surprise too. I had no idea I was getting free snake food, but snakes got to eat as well.
Right.
Did it quack?
Once.
I probably prefer not to go into what noises it made, Ed. But one day when I rediscover the video, I'll send you a private copy because I don't want to put that video out there because it was quite brutal.
Oh, you don't have to send it to me.
I bet it sound like a no Studebaker horn.
That's pretty close. Maybe a little bit more high pitched and elongated.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's why it was brutal.
People are flipping tables in the chat.
Well, oh, gosh.
Sorry, I did say I wasn't a part of it, except for I did unlock the door to the snake cage and open it and let the duck in there.
Back when I lived in Missouri, my nephew bought 5 ducks and raised them up to give to my dad for maybe his birthday or Christmas or something. And because my dad had a lake. And he brought them over as a surprise to my dad, put them in the lake. And then he went back home. And by the time he was back home, they were already back in the chicken coop with the other chickens. Because the lake was so long, they were able to swim down the lake before he could walk. They never hung out at the lake. They always hung out with the chickens. But they were so much bigger and tougher, they kind of protected the chickens, I think. until neighbor's dog started eating everything. And he got the ducks first. Oh, look, Jess is here.
Which Jess?
The ones, the one
Manes,
from,
tails, fur, and fins.
yeah.
Hey, Jess.
Bob, do you ever give those Paku any nuts or anything hard to eat?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
You should videotape that.
I get things I can have like on my diabetic diet, nuts and things. And I've done little shorts of them
Oh,
eating
nuts.
nuts. But they eat about half of what I get for myself. They love nuts and fruit.
Ooh, they look really mad at each other right now.
No, that's playing. They're just jealous. But I don't know if you saw me in a stream a couple weeks ago. They come over and they let me rub against them. They've never ever tried to nip me or anything.
Will they let you show off their human-looking teeth?
I don't. It's hard to see in there in the lightings. I've never really seen them myself.
Creepy.
He's telling him
teeth.
get back. Yeah, they look like they have dentures or something. You guys, come down here. One of you come down here. Come on.
Blackie needs some Pacos or Paku. Paku? Paku.
Pacus.
Yeah, down there. Can you have those in your?
I believe they're highly illegal down here.
Oh, everything fun is bad.
Yeah, we're very limited as to what we can have down here. Let me just mute myself. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay.
Every time I read "Why are you always yelling?" I always think that somebody's saying, "Why are you always yelling?" I want to talk quieter.
That's why I call him Grasshopper.
Oh,
Oh, that makes sense.
Perfect sense. Chicklets 23. Hello.
Hey, Kurt.
oh, sick! It's great to see you.
Yeah, I haven't seen you for a while.
I wonder what Sicklets 23 did for Christmas.
He was in Dan's Wednesday.
This
You
week?
guys quit. Yeah, Kirk was in there.
Oh, I was Santa Claus that day, and it really took a lot out of me, and I just went right back to bed.
Here. Come here. Come here.
No!
Slow it down.
I was
Slow down.
Santa Claus for the whole stream,
Come here.
but I wasn't feeling good.
See how gentle they are?
Wow, Bob.
Yeah. They're not like piranhas. They're not like James's piranhas at all. I mean, they're different fish. They're pretty timid and meek. They're just big tetras. I mean, he could mess me up if he really wanted to, but it would be through the power of a hard bite. Quit. Look how jealous they get. Come here. Let him into there. Come on. They love for me to. I don't do it a lot, but come on. All right, now leave him alone. Go away. Go away. Go away.
Do you have names for both of them?
Nah, I never named them. Mutt and Jeff. Oh, you can kind of see teeth. This one's bigger, so he always wins out. There's just some food.
Look at him go for that. Look
Yeah,
at that mouth.
Yeah. I give them a little bit of everything, but they get big food, big pellets and wafers.
Are they big poopers?
I don't ever see poop.
Nice.
I never see it, and I've got the white yellowish sand.
Very
I guess
nice.
the hang on backs get it. I never vacuum this. I just top it off or drain it halfway. Wow, you bumped your head, didn't you? You ran into the stump. That's what you get.
Are you going to make an 800-gallon tank someday?
I've got to make some decisions about them, and this year probably, because I mean they're still okay in here, but they won't be another year. I mean, it's a big tank. It's 180, so
Now, with an 800, does it matter if it's tall or does it have to be wide or long or what's the rules with these guys? Is there any? Just
they
has to be
need.
big.
Well, any big fish, I don't know about these specific. Any big fish, you just want them to be comfortable to turn around and um, have enough distance that they don't feel that they can go down. In the tank. If I can get one of them to come down here and turn. This is a 2 foot wide tank, so there's plenty of room. It's not like a 55 gallon or something. That's what they grew up in for the first year I had them. They
What
really,
What if you did like a slab on the side of your house and built a glass room attached to your house filled with plants, and in the middle you have a pond for them in the middle?
that would be cool.
It'd be awesome.
I've got a spare bedroom that doesn't have any tanks in it. Could just knock a wall out in there. Whoa, it's really thundering, and so Milo will start barking. He's afraid of. I got some little Severums the other day. There's one of them hiding from Rob. Okay. My battery just told me I have 10%.
C23, Kirk, how are you, brother? Long time no see.
It is nice seeing him, isn't it, Blackie?
It is. There's always that good vibe you get when certain people haven't been around for a while, and then you see them again, and it warms the cockles of your heart.
The
It
cockles.
would if I had a heart, but
Right.
I think Cichlids23 was one of my earliest subscribers, I think. So I've always got a lovely warm place in my heart for Kirk. No problem at all. Hope you're doing well, Kirk.
Where the hell you been?
We need to know what you've been up to.
So where the hell you been, Kirk?
Did Sick get anything good for Christmas other than being sick? And hopefully he didn't get sick.
I thought I had the COVID after Christmas, but I didn't.
Oh, did I mention? Everybody in my sister's family has it right now.
What kind of symptoms?
Me, I just had a really runny nose for about an hour. And I worked out it was from trying to sleep in air conditioning all night with Sarah. So I was constantly too warm, then too cold, then too warm, then too cold, etc., etc. So yeah, I think I just gave myself a bodily reaction to temperature fluctuation.
Blackie, did you get Sarah anything cool for Christmas?
I got her. Not from me. I heard her say this to my mum and dad the other day, that what I got her was her favorite Christmas present.
Ooh.
I got her.
Are you and Candy go a thing?
You didn't know that, Pam?
No, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
What happened?
You knew that.
What did
You
I
didn't
miss?
tell me.
What did I miss?
Well,
Sorry about the breaking news, Blackie. We'll talk more about that in just a second, but let's hear what Blackie got Sarah for Her favorite
Oh,
thing of all time.
I got her a nice brown pair of Dr. Martin boots that she'd been wanting for about 13 years.
Nice.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I went into debt for 3 years to pay them off,
Right.
but she got some nice boots.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. Jesus. Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay? What happened?
That was me. I was trying to step around one of the dogs that was taking his time and kick the lid
Kick the
off
dog
the.
into the wall
No,
instead.
kick the lid off the cat litter pan, the extra pan.
Well, I'm just glad you're still able to move.
Yeah. And it was just my knee, so.
Yeah, I got her this other little metal ball kind of thing that had these. It had these cutout bits on the top that you hit with little mallets to make musical notes.
Ah.
But it's been like over a week, and she still hasn't sent me a song that she's composed on that device.
Maybe it's really hard.
Nah, she's really good with musical instruments. She's
Really?
a slap. Yeah, she can pick anything up, and she'll learn it in a minute.
I wish I could do that.
Me too.
Me too.
Pam, can you play anything?
No.
She can play. I heard she used to be pretty good at playing hooky in school.
Yeah, maybe.
Running the police, running over people.
Stealing stuff from McDonald's parking lots.
Rocks.
Throwing rocks at
So-
windows.
Dr. Black,
Yes.
these are 75, I think 75s they are, yeah. Hang on backs are the titles. And that one, the second one right here, was on that tank that I put the lizard in last night. And so when I broke it down, I didn't want to waste all the beneficial bacteria, so I just stuck it on there. So I've increased the filtration and beneficial bacteria probably 50%, not counting, of course, all that in the tank. So in my way of thinking, I could probably add a couple of fish to this tank.
Ah, I like your logic.
Well, what do you think?
Well, I'm not a saltwater guy, Bob, so I'd hate
It's
to
the
lead you
same.
down the
It's
wrong
the same
path.
principle. It's the same principle, just exactly.
When you do it, can I go with you, Bob?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about now I've got a tank that's available. Let's go to the fish shop and spend a bunch of money on some new fish that the nitrogen cycle can handle now.
No, just a couple of little inexpensive fish, just to put more in it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd hesitate to give any advice or even comment on it because of my zero knowledge of keeping saltwater stuff at all.
If it were
Like-
freshwater, what would you think?
Probably the same thing. That I'm really not sure how much of a boost the extra filter's giving to your nitrogen cycle. So I'd be a little bit wary, but I'd probably be willing to chuck a couple of extras in, but I wouldn't go too nuts.
No. Still got to grow it appropriately.
Now, did you pull your big crab out of there? Or is he still in there?
That's him, and that's the smallest shell that the three just sent. And what he does is he goes over there at night and pulls out of this one that's too small and sleeps in that one. And sometimes during the day I see him doing it, but he doesn't try to lug that one around.
He's just trying it on.
Well, he's more than trying it on. He sleeps in it, but he can't carry it around. It's too heavy.
Yeah, is that his problem, that he can't manage the weight for now? He needs to beef up a bit.
Yeah, which surprises me because he's unstacked these rocks on this end, so he's pretty strong.
let me grab the shell that I wanted to give you.
If my phone dies, it's because my phone died.
I like that logic.
If my phone dies. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah, that's shitty to hear, Lisa. Hope you all pull through. Pneumonia can be a bitch.
Who's got
Sorry, can I
pneumonia?
say bitch on this podcast? I'm not sure. Last podcast I was on, I wasn't allowed to say swear words. I had to be careful.
I had the weirdest thing. I just lost my voice. I mean, my throat barely hurt. I mean, I could feel it if I swallowed hard, but it really didn't hurt. But I just lost my voice. So,
Wow.
and people were dancing in the streets.
I think my phone's going to go before it gets back. I hate it.
Yeah, it
Okay,
sounds like
well, thank you for
your
coming
audio
up,
is breaking up, Bob.
Yeah. Oh, well. I'll go back and look.
Thanks for coming on. When Ed gets back, we'll go ahead and shut down because I've been on for almost 3.5 hours.
About 2 days, isn't it?
So thank you everybody for coming in. And thank you, Blackie. It was good to see you.
No problem. I hope that money gets through to you.
Dude, I don't think it has yet.
It's like
No,
80
not yet.
bucks. So hopefully, if it doesn't help your rent, at least it'll help something in the next week or two.
Oh yeah, I got to pay my power bills in a couple weeks too, or like they're sending me shit, saying they're late.
Well,
That might be a little bigger than what he's in.
I'm happy to contribute to that as well, Pam. So use it however you choose.
I was looking all over for the shell and it was right next to my computer. I've been wanting to show Bob that for about 3 months. I haven't seen Bob in such a long time.
Better do something about that.
Yeah.
You fellas.
This is my RO system I need to get rid of. Or I need to buy a good RO system. This one was the reason I waited forever to get, because Sean Peck said he had one to give me, but somebody had given it to him free. Well, when I took it to my fish store guy, he said that middle one is supposed to be white. And he said that it's definitely all old and out of date. So he was going to try to order me some of these filters so I could still use all the other stuff. But he said it's so old they don't sell these filters anymore for this size.
Yeah, there's no harm in starting again, Ed.
Oh, it's dripping.
No, except for the fact that you're probably pissed off that you've been handed a bunch of antiquated gear, I guess. Could be a problem.
I could probably make it into something someday somewhere.
You could probably make it into a really interesting looking reptile.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob's gone. Joke wasted.
Bob left.
Oh, bummer. Well, this is the shell that I got for Bob that I hoped would work. Because look, the nubs are all worn down, so I thought it might be a little lighter.
Yeah.
I got that when I was in Miami last time.
I think that's the thing with hermit crabs is they can be a bit fussy, can't they? So sometimes they want a selection to choose from. But I suppose, given that if they're only presented with one option, then it's like just take that option and be on your way.
It's real pretty on the inside. Look at the lines.
Yeah, nice stripe. It looks like a mushroom's veil.
It's cool. So what happened to Bob? Is he going to come back?
No, his
I think
battery
he-
went dead.
Yeah.
Well, I got that $100 super chat, and I think I'm going to try to buy one with that. Way back.
With
From-
your $100 super chat, you're going to try and buy a $100 super chat.
No, $100 RO system, so I can finally have saltwater
yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you've got your $100 super chat there, which you probably got $66 out of,
Yeah.
spend $200, man, and go a good
Yeah.
RO system. Set yourself up so you don't have to worry about it for the next few years. You don't have to do any fucking around or anything. Sorry, I said fucking.
Oh, it's pretty late. It's all right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's. I think they're definitely one of those things that it's worth shooting above your budget and putting a decent one in, especially with the amount of tanks you're working with and stuff. You want
Well,
a fair
this-
amount of RO on hand.
I really want it for so I can do corals. I think that'd be pretty cool. I've never done coral in my life.
Sure.
But yeah, that's I will do that. But that was from Alexander. It was so generous that he did that. I can't believe he did it. But so I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to use that.
Yeah,
And
good.
I'm not going to leave town this month. So I
Don't
can save
waste
up
it.
that way too.
Well, okay, I'm going to end this stream. And thank you, everybody. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. Thank you, everybody that helped out and all that good stuff. And thank you, Blackie. And thank you, Ed. And thank you, Bob, wherever you are.
He's out in the ether.
Yeah, yeah. So we shall
hope
see
that money comes
everybody
through
Wednesday
for you,
night.
Sam, in
And it
time.
looks like we're going to have Amber for a guest Wednesday night. So see you guys later.